Alrighty, what's good, everyone? Joining up the stream, everybody. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? We're getting people to join in right now. Everyone's joining in from Dean's Live right now. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We're gonna get the debates going here in a second. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. It helps get it out to more people, as always. Let's get this next person up here. Let's get this next person up here, everyone. Do give it a quick second. What's up, everyone joining in the stream? How's everybody doing? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's get everything going. How's everybody doing? Joining in from Dean's stream. What's up? What's up? What's up? If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Helps get it out to more people, as always. As always, everyone. What's up, everyone joining in? How is everyone doing? We are on the second account here for today. We get the main account back probably here pretty soon. Hopefully, at least. But let's get it going, everyone. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. It helps get out to more people, as always. Let's get the next person up here, everybody. Again, please only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates. Alrighty, let's get it going. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh yeah, I'm 18. Can I just take up like 10 seconds of your time, Parker?
I feel like they don't live in the U.S. and they're not of age. Let's go on the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. Do give us a quick second, everyone. Again, if you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen.
Oops.
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Oh, you're good. Don't worry. You're good. You're good. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Why do you support genocide?
I don't. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hey. If I'm under 18, will you kick me?
Yeah.
Why? I mean, why should you discriminate over it?
It's TikTok TOS, genius. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, what? Hold up! I just got out of the shower. I'm getting clothes on. I'm ready. What's up? I'm 18. I am
Okay.
American.
And you do support Donald Trump?
Yeah. Sorry, you literally caught me with my pants down.
Okay, man.
So-
Then just take a second. Once you're ready, you can unmute yourself. In the meantime, I'll bring up another person, try to talk to them. Give yourself a minute to get ready. Let's give them a second. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
35.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, and if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Definitely Trump.
Okay, why do you support Donald Trump?
Immigration mostly.
Okay, what about immigration?
I love you, Parker.
Okay, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready? Alrighty. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Because he's the fucking goat. And okay, for real though. It's two parts. One, I think he's succeeding in the areas where he was elected. One, the economy, and two, on immigration. That's why I support him.
Okay, so the economy and immigration. Okay, can you name one economic policy that Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than to benefit rich people?
Fuck, no, I don't know anything. I'm sorry. I'm an idiot.
Okay, so then why do you support Donald Trump then if you don't know the reason?
Because I don't know. I just think he's cool.
Okay, why is he cool?
Because he's funny.
Okay, so you're willing to vote for a guy that was held civilly liable of forcibly penetrating a woman's vagina against her will, who bragged about walking into the changing rooms of naked women while they're changing without their consent, where an 18-year-old came out and said there were 4 girls as young as 15 years old in these changing rooms when Donald Trump would barge in, simply because you think he's quote-unquote funny?
Well, I don't know about all that. I've never heard about that. I only became politically conscious, like, I guess, like, really just conscious, like, couple months ago. So I'm
Okay,
really
well,
learning
you
about
should
all
look up
this
Trump libel essay, AP News, and you can read into
Trump.
that. Tara, thank you for the corgi. So once you look into that, you're gonna have a good reason to believe that you shouldn't support Trump.
Okay, all right. I'll give it a look. I'll give it a
Okay.
whirl.
For sure.
Well, I guess that's it. I'll do
Alrighty.
that.
Make sure to go on to the next person then. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Do give it a second, everyone. Yo, what's up, how old are you?
Nigger.
You're disgusting. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen.
I love you, Parker. I love you. I love you
Okay.
so much.
Appreciate you very much. Let's go on to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria, again, listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 36.
Do you support Donald Trump?
So I did up until very recently.
And you don't anymore?
No, I do not.
For sure. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates. So please, everybody, only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria, again, listed on the TikTok screen. Let's get this next person up here real quick. Alrighty, to give it a second. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm so sorry, Parker. I was late in the live.
You're good, don't worry. Keep tapping that screen, everyone. Keep tapping that screen. Let's get this next person up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello. 23.
If you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Kamala Harris.
Okay. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Please, everyone, only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Danielle, thank you so much. Really appreciate the journal. Thank you. As well as Tara, thank you for the Divani gun. Thank you. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Let's go to the next individual. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Parker, get it done. 20. You know. You
Do you
already know.
support Donald Trump?
Yes, I support Donald Trump. I haven't
Thank you for the
finished with
galaxy.
you.
Thank you.
Stop grifting. Hold on, let me disconnect from Bluetooth real quick, bro. I got
Hey,
you.
are you okay?
Hold on, let me.
You hear me better, bro?
Were you screaming
Because I
at
really
me?
got to get to fucking
Why are you
cooking, bro.
screaming at me?
I got to get to cooking. Yo. Go ahead and thank some donations so I need to get my arguments ready, all right?
Okay, all right. I'll make sure to do that. Maddie, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $20 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much, Maddie. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for Maddie in the comment section right now. Thank you. Totally agree. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Maddie. Christy, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Thank you.
Is
Thank
that
you.
it?
Charlie, thank you so much for the dollar as well. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'll definitely make sure to look into that. Thank you very much. I'll definitely make sure to look into that, I guess. Thank you. As well as Natasha, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And Emily as well. Thank you for the $5. Alrighty, I'm caught up. Go ahead.
All right. Well, beforehand, is Phil in the queue? I think people want a 2v1, but I don't think he's,
Or is this
he's
Eugene?
not qualified. I already cooked him in the debate.
Is this Eugene?
No, I'm not Eugene. I'm not Eugene. I cooked both him and Eugene in a debate. I cooked you in a debate. I cooked Dean in a debate.
Okay.
Everybody's getting cooked. I have hands for everybody. Truly. Everybody's grifting, and now I need to stop it. Especially you. Why do you support NATO?
Oh, and Charlie, by the way, I think it's good to respond in certain circumstances, of course. Because I think it's important to establish a limitation of war and conflict, especially with Europe, and bolster our allies. I think it's good for defense. I don't know. I don't think Phil's in the queue, but you can get cooked by yourself.
My name is not Phil, bro. They're like calling me. Like, this is why this needs to stop. And at first, I thought I needed to be his rival, but I think we need to join forces because I think we could truly stop you guys. And you guys are evil, and we need to bring an end to this.
Okay, cool. Tell us why you support Trump.
So I no longer support Trump for immigration purposes because you cooked me on that debate. But then I was cooking Dean on borders because, you know, you actually like, well, I wouldn't say you enlightened me, but you know, it's a little hard nowadays trying to make an argument. So I told Dean we could just drop all the borders on every country because then we wouldn't have immigration to worry about because everybody's native to everything. Ain't that facts?
I don't think dropping all borders makes sense because we obviously don't want people who have committed violent crimes and very atrocious crimes to be allowed into our country.
Mm-hmm.
In the same way that we shouldn't allow them to be president of the United States either. So, do you think that
Yeah, well,
someone held civilly
I mean,
liable of sexually abusing a woman should be allowed to enter the country legally?
I don't think it should be allowed to enter the country legally. No.
Okay.
But,
So if they
like,
shouldn't be
that's-
allowed to
I'm
enter
saying-
the country legally, explain why you think they should be allowed to enter the Oval Office and become president of the United States.
I don't think they should. They just did, and that's like something I can't control. I didn't say Trump go in office. Trump went in office, and then everybody in America voted for him. I didn't like, even though I say I support him, I didn't vote in 2024.
No, but like you still support him and you would vote for him if you
Yeah.
could, correct?
Well, I'd probably vote for a better Republican candidate because
Like
this
if it were
guy's
Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, who would you vote for?
probably Donald Trump.
Okay. So that's kind of like the point we're trying to get to here. Is obviously you shouldn't support Donald Trump in that context, and Kamala Harris would be preferable. What could Donald Trump do that would get you to say that you would support Kamala Harris over Donald
You don't
Trump?
think he's in it for like the long run? Like you don't think this guy's like actually doing it? Wait,
He's in it
hold
so
on,
he
I
doesn't
could've
go to
sworn I've seen
prison.
something good. Ain't he trying to remove income taxes? Ain't that like the best thing of all time?
You can't get rid of income tax as a whole. We wouldn't have revenue to be
What?
able to maintain our government. Secondly, you would be replacing a progressive tax structure with a regressive tax structure of tariffs. Therefore, just shifting the burden of taxation from those that are disproportionately higher income to those that are lower income disproportionately.
So you're a communist?
No. Can you define communism?
Not really, because I feel like
So why are you gonna
can't
call me a
differentiate it from
communist if you don't
socialism.
even know what
I
communism
can't
is?
remember right now. Because it was more like well, it's not an accusation; it's a fact. We know what you are. Matter of fact, weren't you?
You
didn't
know I'm a
debate for
socialist, but
communism,
then
bud?
you know I'm a
Or was it
socialist, but then you can't
socialism?
even define socialism or communism.
Something about a stateless, classless society. I don't even know, bro.
Stateless, classless, moneyless society, which I'm not advocating for.
Yeah.
I'm not advocating for a stateless,
Didn't
classless,
you?
moneyless society.
I could have sworn you did,
Right now?
and I think that's evil. Also, not right. Well, actually, I think you do. Right now.
No, I don't.
Because yeah, you do. You aren't you a quote social democrat? You're saying that so that you can hide
That's
the fact
liberal.
that you inevitably want to turn the country.
I'm
into
literally a
socialism.
liberal. I believe in
You want a
capitalism.
socialist?
No, I believe in capitalism with social safety nets and regulations.
Yeah, that's just a light way of putting I want to overthrow the government and make it a socialist society. But
Nope, that's not
like-
socialism at all.
so there's already natives to land that are not treacherous, that's not the right word, that are just like terrible, vile people. So I don't see how the immigrant argument, like, why, if we had no borders, it wouldn't really matter, bro. There's already people inside the country natively
think the
that
galaxy.
are terrible and reprehensible, right? But then if we had no borders, anybody can go anywhere.
Okay,
And we
again,
don't
we're
have to
not
worry about
advocating for no
restrictions and-
borders. We're obviously saying people who
I
have
am.
been. You are? Okay, if you're advocating for
Yes.
no borders, then you don't agree with Donald Trump's immigration policy. What do you agree with Trump on?
I agree with taking Greenland, currently.
You want to take Greenland?
Yeah,
So I'm
I
asking
cooked a
you,
deed on it.
what could he do that would get you to stop supporting him?
To get me to stop supporting him?
Mm-hmm.
I think if he stopped supporting the American people, he's America first.
Okay, so what can you give me an example, a specific of
An
what not
example,
supporting the American people would mean?
Shit. Oh no. Can we move to the next question? You corner me.
No.
Please, bro.
No.
Can you read donations or something? Can I think of my answer?
No.
Oh my god! Okay, if he were to, yeah, raise taxes on the poor, yeah.
Okay, so tariffs do that.
Well,
They raise
no, because
taxes
in
on
the
everyone, which includes those that do not pay into income tax right now because they don't make enough. So it does raise taxes on everyone, so including people who are poor. So you now shouldn't support Trump, correct?
I feel like that's where you get to. Every time you get to a part where like I do have to concede here, but it's like, what am I supposed to do with this information after that? How am I supposed to
Well,
indulge
stop
with this
supporting
information?
Trump. I just told you the contradiction is, or the not contradiction, the conclusion is that you stop supporting Trump.
But I don't know, bro. I'm just getting this from Parker. Get a job. I don't know if this information's facts.
Okay, what makes you think that it's incorrect?
And especially because I don't know. Where are you getting your statistics on Okay, wait, no, that's not even statistics. That's just how tariffs work. Fuck. But the tariffs inevitably are going to be a net benefit both for the rich and the lower class.
No,
inevitably.
Not the case.
No.
No, because
Why?
it taxes everyone, right? Even those that were not paying into income tax. Okay, so if it taxes everyone, then that's going to be increasing tax on those that were not paying taxes otherwise, because of their low level of income. So why don't you address that?
Did you ever Damn. Well, he has strong foreign presence. We're the most. I feel like the reason that we have. Yes, I'm pivoting. That is a pivot, by the way. I concede to your point.
Okay. So if you concede to my point, then you don't support Trump anymore, right, Phil?
But shouldn't I be listing the reasons total? I mean, I don't know. I guess like realistically, yeah, that should make me not support Trump. But like, at the same time, there's still more reasons to go off.
Okay, so you overall have already conceded, and you say that like then you don't support Trump. Then there is not other things that you would say overall get you to stop supporting him. I don't support certain
aspects. Do you support every aspect of your candidate? Do you support Israel? Do you support NATO?
No, I do support NATO.
Whoa! You support NATO?
Yeah.
Don't you know?
Don't I know what?
You don't know, Parker?
Don't know what?
Yo, your leftist community is gonna be on your ass, lil bro. They're gonna be on your ass, lil bro. NATO it's over.
How?
Your leftists already hate you for that, bro. And Dean, can you come up here and condemn NATO?
No,
Parker,
why?
condemn NATO right now.
Why?
You don't know why?
Yeah, you tell me why.
Do I have the burden of proof?
You're telling me why I need to, you're saying that I need to like be against NATO. Why?
So I can't remember off the top of my head. Do you want me to go grab you a source real quick? Grab you like a
okay,
direct...
hey bro,
I know,
hey
no,
bro.
I'm dead serious.
You need to do some research, and then you might be able to come back, man.
I owned you, little bro. You just because
you got owned. You have no clue what you're talking about. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Let's get this next person up here real quick. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Let's get the next person up here. If you want to support me, as always, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Let's go to the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. Let's get this next individual up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, let's go on the next individual. To give it a second for people to join up, everyone. Give it a quick second. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hello?
Hey, I'm 30.
Are you driving?
Not at all, no.
Is there a way you can unplug from the phone? Or from the car, I mean?
Yeah. Just give me a second. 1 second.
They left. Okay. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. You know what's appalled you?
I'm 20.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2005. Not 2005, but 2014. Wait, not that year, but you know what I mean.
No, I don't.
Yeah, it's the same thing if you know what I mean.
No, it's not. 2014 is a lot further away from 2005.
No, that's not what I meant. God dang. That's not what
I just don't believe you anyway. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates. So please, everyone, only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Can you do you speak French?
No, I don't. How old are you?
I'm 36.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes, but my English is bad. I cannot debate good with you in English.
Okay. I'm sorry. I appreciate you coming up, though. Thank you very much.
Have a good.
Have a good one as well. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Alrighty, do give it a second for people to join up. Do give it a quick second. Alrighty, do give it a quick minute. We're getting the next person up here real quick. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
30.
Do you support Donald Trump?
No, I don't like him at all.
Okay. We are just looking for some debates for people who meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Let me suck your dick, daddy. You're so fucking.
Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
What's up, Parker? 20.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yeah.
If you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Donald Trump.
Okay. Alrighty. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Can I just talk to you about Renee Good first, and then Trump?
For sure.
I'm pretty like neutral on this subject, but I feel like there's like cognitive dissonance on both sides here. Like, the left and the right both truly can't come to agreement on what happens because they're just like going off of their moral biases. Like the left, for example, obviously sees it as she did nothing wrong, and I think the dude shouldn't have shot, obviously, but like I said, the biases on both sides, just you guys are never going to come to an agreement because it's attacking your identity. Like, people are attacking your identity basically when they talk about Renee Good being ignorant or just I don't really know how to explain it. Basically,
So-
like, both sides are just biased towards it, so it's never going to come to what actually happened.
Yeah, so what we would say is that, again, she didn't do anything that would justify her murder. And I think
Do you think
would agree with that.
do you think what she was doing was like obstruction in any way, Parker, or no? Because I am very neutral on this.
I do
Moderate, I
think
should say.
that it wasn't obstructing, like, to a notion in which it would even be within the jurisdiction of ICE. Now, she was letting people go past, and she was only in the position she was for, what, like less than 3 minutes? So it's like, I don't see it to be anything relevant towards obstructing ICE enough to give them jurisdiction to, like, literally try and detain a U.S. citizen. So not only do I think that they don't have justification to detain, I also think that he wasn't in the path of the vehicle at all.
See, that's where I disagree, just on the fact that I agree that they have no obligation to detain a U.S. citizen, like you said, but I do
No
have.
jurisdiction.
I feel like, Parker, you would never be in that situation. I would never be in that situation because we would never go out of our way to try to change something that personally, like, will never be changed. Like, we can't. These people aren't actually doing anything by protesting. Like, I was saying it's cognitive
I think
dissonance
that's just
from
a
both
ridiculous
sides
thing
here.
to say. If you think protesting does nothing, well, then you dispute the many bills that have been passed through the fact of protesting.
I did not say protesting is nothing. I'm aware of what's going on in Iran right now. That's real protesting. That's protesting women's identity. That's like reality. That's protest the change stuff. This is just
We do that
freedom
here. We
fighters.
do
This
that
is just
here as
people who
well.
think.
We protest here
This is
as
just
well.
people. I know we do, but not for like equal problems. I would say like those are like
So?
actual protests. So
What's
someone's
your
throwing
point?
their life. Someone's throwing their
You
life
said not
away.
for equal problems. So I still think that these are problems that are relevant to address, right? You understand that this is someone being murdered in broad daylight.
Well,
right?
no. Well, she was protesting ICE originally. I'm not talking about the Renee protest inherently. I'm talking about her trying to be a freedom fighter, and it's terrible that she got shot. It's actually it's disgusting that it happened.
Do you agree that it was murder?
I mean, it's objective murder, no?
Okay, so if you agree, I was just making sure that you agree that it's murder. So no, so then I guess my point here is that, why do you support Trump even though he still defended that?
I don't support Trump, Parker. I'm sorry. I just want to talk to you about this. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you.
Okay. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Let's get this next person up here. Again, if you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Leslie, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Roche, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $1. Thank you. I'll have to make sure to look into it. Thank you very much. Charlie, thank you so much for the $1 as well. Thank you. I'll definitely have to make sure to look. Thank you very much. Let's go on the next individual here real quick.
Hey, Parker, man, come down to Vegas so I can cut your hair, bro. Like, I want to give you a haircut, dog, for free.
Appreciate you very much. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
34.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, and if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
And by the way, Charlie, I think that we did call that out, by the way. But if we didn't, I apologize for that, by the way. Alrighty. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Because I didn't fall out of a coconut tree.
Is there an actual argument here or no?
Don't smoke Dean's vape pen, pal.
I don't. It's an elevation pen. Is this all you have to say?
Hey, I built back my single wide better.
Back your what?
I built back better on my single wide that I own.
I don't even know what you're saying right now. I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
I built back better on my single wide trailer.
On your single life?
Yeah, I took no, my single wide.
Okay. Can you tell me why you support Trump?
Because I didn't fall out of a coconut tree.
Give me an actual reason.
Because I didn't fall out of a coconut tree, pal.
Is this supposed to be like rage bait or something?
I think it's called trolls. I don't know if you know what that means.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. See the next person up here. Let's get the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 18.
Do you support Donald
or
Trump?
19, my bad. What you said?
Do you support Donald Trump?
I have a question for you.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Can I ask my question or no?
Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Let's get the next person up here real quick. So give it a second, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, let's go to the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Parker, you are an absolute idiot. Fucking moron. You are an absolute idiot.
How old are you?
Parker, I am a 19-year-old male.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Absolutely. He is a fantastic president.
Okay, and if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Donald Trump a million times over.
Okay, can you speak in your normal voice? And why do you support Donald Trump?
My name is Donald Trump. You're talking to him directly.
Okay, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Do you support Donald Trump?
I don't support Donald Trump, but I do have a question.
Hey everyone, we are just looking for some debates. Please everyone, only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I just shoved my cock in a blender.
Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
19.
Do you support Trump?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your birth year?
Do you take it from Dean or no?
Is this all you have to say? Do you have any actual
Yeah.
arguments?
No. Do you take
No.
it from Dean or no?
Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo.
Let's go to the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up.
Yo.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah.
What's your birth year?
2007.
Okay, and if you could go back in time and you could go either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Donald Trump.
And you said you're how old again?
19.
19? And you're born 2007? What month?
2007. January.
What day?
January 10th.
Okay. Alrighty, why do you support
2 days
Donald
ago.
Trump?
I just think it's better. I just think he's better than Kamala. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
why?
I don't know, because Biden was kind of stupid. You know what I mean?
Okay, let's go to the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. We're trying to get some debates up here. I do apologize. Sometimes it takes a second to get people up here. Let's go to the next individual. Do give it a quick second, everyone. Do give it a quick second. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, let's go on the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. I apologize. Sometimes it takes a second to get people up here. Do apologize again. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I didn't mean to accept.
You're good. Don't worry. Let's go on the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Is that me?
How old are you?
Hello? Is that me?
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, and if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
Neither.
Okay. We are just looking for some debates. Everybody, please only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Trying to get the next person up here. Alrighty, do give it a quick second. Alrighty, let's get the next person up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I'm 19.
Do you support Donald Trump?
I do. I think he's one of the greatest presidents that I've ever witnessed.
Same person from earlier. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you? How old are you?
Like 6.
I can't hear them at all. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
I love you. Please don't ban me. I love you. I'm your biggest fan.
Appreciate you, appreciate you. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Please only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
20.
Do you support Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2006.
What month?
January.
What day?
The 2nd. What?
Okay. If you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Donald Trump, because I don't like niggers.
Okay, you're disgusting. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello? I'm 19.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes.
What's your birth year?
2007.
Okay, and what month?
December.
Okay, you'd be 18.
My bad.
Okay. Let's go on to the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. I apologize to everyone. Sometimes it takes a second to get people up here. I'm really trying.
Parker, my mom kind of homeless.
Thank you so much for the flamingo. Thank you. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
23.
What's your birth year?
2002.
What month?
September.
Okay. And if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for? Okay. Let's go on the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. Alrighty, everyone. I'm trying to get people up here. It does take a second to get people up here, though, when we've got a bunch of trolls. So, do give it a quick second, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hey, I'm 19.
Do you support Donald Trump?
I do.
What's your birth year?
I was born 2006.
Okay, and if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
I would absolutely vote for Donald Trump again.
Okay, why do you support Donald Trump?
I love how right now our military strength is currently being utilized to its fullest capability, as seen in Venezuela. I mean, would Biden protect his borders like Trump has?
I do think that the borders are not being better managed under the Trump administration. And that's because of the fact that I think that his particular policies on this are militarizing the border.
Nigga.
So the next individual, only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. MAGA's too scared to debate, honestly. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
25.
Do you support Donald Trump?
I did.
Okay, and if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
That's a tough question. I would say maybe Trump. No,
Okay.
probably Kamala.
Okay, alrighty. It sounds like you would support Kamala Harris in that circumstance, so let's go on to the next individual. Please, everybody, only send a guest request again if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Fentanyl nigger.
You're disgusting. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, let's go to the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. We're trying to get the next person here real quick. I do apologize, everyone. I'm really trying to get people up here. Yo, what's up? Okay. Let's go on the next individual. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. I am trying to get people up here. I apologize, everyone. Sometimes it takes a little bit long to get people up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
30.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Hey man, I'm in Minneapolis. I just wanted to thank you and Dean for talking about what's going on here.
Yeah, I appreciate you very much.
Really quickly. Thank you. I'll let you drop me now.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Have a great day. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you? How old are you? Alrighty, everyone. I'm trying to get the next person up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Thank you so much for the corgi. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Nigger. Nigger.
Dude, we can't even actually get a debate right now. MAGA is too cowardly to debate.
Don't say me.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello?
How old are you?
Nigger.
You're disgusting. Dude, what is going on right now? Yo, what's up? How old are you? How old are you?
Nigger.
Dude, we're not even getting debates right now. We're like literally not even getting debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
21.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, and if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay, and what's your birth year?
2004.
Okay.
March.
And I have a few people to thank real quick, and then we can move on to our conversation. Do give me a quick second. Sarah,
good.
thank you so much. I really appreciate the $2. Thank you so much on PayPal. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Sarah. I'll keep trying. Sierra as well. Thank you for the $5. Thank you. Marie, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $25. Thank you so much on PayPal. I really appreciate it, Marie. Thank you. Jeremy, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'll keep trying, of course. Thank you so much. Oh, and I definitely would like to. Thank you very much. I really appreciate Jeremy. Kinsey, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Thank you. Of course. Thank you so much. Lindsay as well. Thank you for the $6.68. Aaron with the $100 on Venmo. Can we have some W's for Aaron in the comment section right now? Thank you so much, Aaron, for the $100 on Venmo. Thank you so much. Seriously, so kind of you. Thank you. Lucy as well. Thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for Lucy in the comment section right now. As well as Victoria. Thank you for the $1. Thank you very much. Let me make sure to catch up on YouTube real quick, and then we can start the conversation. Ultra Ocelot, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $2. Thank you. I didn't actually see that. I'll have to look that up. Thank you so much, Ocelot. Max, thank you so much for the corgi. Andy, thank you so much for the $80 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. Give me some W's for Andy in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's honestly crazy. I think it's insane, and I don't know if there's ever going to be accountability for this. And honestly, I feel like it's only going to happen once the administration's gone. But thank you very much. It's crazy, honestly. It's crazy. And absolutely insane name that you have there for them. Elena, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $20. Thank you so much, Elena. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Nobody as well. Thank you so much for the $31. Thank you so much on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you very much. I know, right? Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $31. Rebecca, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Off the Shelf, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And Rude Boy Richie, thank you so much for the $20 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the $20. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. And seriously, though, thank you very much. Lucian, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $2. Thank you. And Delaney, thank you so much for the $5. And Miss Violet, thank you so much for the $10. And Lenal, thank you so much for the $5. I think I'm fully caught up. If you're on YouTube, again, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. If you want to support me as always, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube. As well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat and the pinned comment on my YouTube. Actually, I still have a few more people. Cheese Danish, thank you so much for the Galaxy. Angela, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 on PayPal. Thank you very much. Charlie, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Oh, no, don't worry. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you letting me know. and it's an important thing for me to know, of course. Thank you so much. Jeremy as well, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Amber, thank you for the $5 as well. Erica with the $5, and Tracy with the $10. Thank you so much. And Angela again with the $5, and Ashley with the $20 on PayPal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah, I definitely think that, you know, those conversations are cool to have every once in a while. That's why I held them up for a bit. As well as Helena, thank you so much for the $50 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much, Helena. Can we get some W's for Helena in the comment section right now? Thank you for the $50 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. And then Evan, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Yes, I did that actually today, Evan. And then Xanatos, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And oh my gosh, it keeps going. Tessa, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll definitely, well, I'm going to have a lot of earlier debates coming up here pretty soon. My girlfriend's going back to work, so. Alrighty, why do you support Donald Trump?
No, you're good, man. So before I get into this, I just want to say there's things I disagree and agree with on both sides. I'm not like diehard either way, but I did vote for Trump, mainly because of like the last, I look at what he did his first term. I liked him a lot. I liked him a lot better his first term, I'll say that. And then obviously when he got out of office, like prices went up on gas, prices went up on like groceries, all that, the border, all that. Like, I just think he's done a good job with all that stuff.
Okay. So is there any like specific policies that you like of his?
I think I like his stance on like, you know, abortion, like leaving it up to the states and stuff, like not trying to dictate like what someone should do.
Well, that is actually dictating what people can do, because of the fact that when you leave it up to the states, it allows for certain states to restrict people's access to abortion, whereas prior it was federally protected in terms of access to abortion prior to viability.
What do you mean, though?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like if he leaves it up to the states, that's not him being the dictator.
I'm not saying him being a dictator, but it is him restricting people's access to do what they want, because it's restricting people who are pregnant's access to abortion, right? Depending on the state that they're in. Certain states can restrict it, whereas prior they couldn't.
Do you see anything wrong with like abortion, though?
No, nothing wrong with abortion prior to sentience, of course.
All right, well, I don't want to get too into that. I mean, we obviously disagree, but I think he's done a good job with the border, too. Like, that's another given. Like, that's obvious. I mean, like, yeah, I mean, he's not perfect with it, but, like, at least he's, like, giving it effort, you know?
Okay. So, you say the border. Can you name a policy on the border that you like of his?
Yeah, just kind of, like, obviously, like, it's more protected, it's more safe than it was, like, these last 5 years.
You said it's more protected and it's more safe. What's more? Do you mean the border? Like through what policy?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's like less, like it's more safe. Like there's less people coming in.
So like what policy?
Illegally.
Okay, so
Like
wait, less
illegally.
people coming in doesn't necessarily mean better, right?
Like
So
illegally.
you mean coming to the country undocumented? So again,
Yes.
if you're saying less people coming to the country undocumented, that's not necessarily a good thing for the border, because it doesn't tell us how they have reduced the amount of people coming to the country undocumented. And it also doesn't create conditions that are better for people who are already in the country undocumented in terms of being able to get access to a legal pathway. It also doesn't make sure that the legal pathway that we currently have is actually going quicker. So what I would say the best option to do is by providing a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants that have not committed a violent crime or bad crime, so that they can have a quicker pathway, and we can invest all the money we put into militarizing ICE into making that legal immigration system go quicker.
Do you think Kamala was like a better option? Like, do you think she would have solved like what Trump didn't?
I think she's preferable to Donald Trump, of course.
See, my thing is like, I just like she didn't have enough time. Like, Biden dropped out obviously like in June or July, whatever it was, and then like it only gave her like 4 months to like convince everyone to vote for her. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
she definitely
hate
didn't have
Kamala.
enough time to convince everyone, and
hate,
also people didn't do enough research. Sorry, go for it.
No, you're good, man. I just like Trump, like we've all known, like he's had like this, 8-year campaign, 10-year, however long he's been trying to do what he's doing. But like, Harris, like I agreed with like some of what she was like trying to do, but like I just like she got kind of thrown into it, which was kind of unfair on her, on like, the left's end. I feel like.
Okay, you said it was unfair. Like, what did the left do that was unfair? You said.
No, I'm saying like just like kind of like how Biden dropped out and like she was like promoted like just
That's
straight
because
up from
80% of the Democratic Party was satisfied with her being the nominee. She's the vice president, so when the president steps down, the vice president steps up. That's just the reality of the matter.
Yeah, and then like that only gave her like 4 months to like convince that she was better than Trump.
Yeah, but you understand that, like, again, in the circumstance that people didn't do research.
What research?
Research, like looking into like what she advocated for policy.
Yeah, but like, what about like the no tax on tips?
That was something that Democrats also supported.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. Kamala Harris said that she agreed with that policy. Yes, I think that they would have done it.
For real? Well, like, I feel like Trump, like, kind of prioritized. That was, like, one of his main priorities, though.
Okay,
like,
what do you think that...
He's brought, like, prices down a ton, like, with, like, a lot of his stuff.
He didn't bring prices down. Prices have gone up since Trump got in office. Also, there's upward pressure on inflation
Well, it depends,
since
like,
Trump
on
got
the
in
price.
office.
It depends on, like, the object. But, like, obviously gas is a huge thing, and gas was cheap his first term, and he's working on bringing it, keeping on bringing it down, too. That's
Okay.
a good big thing in terms of price.
He said gas was cheap his first term, and he's thinking of bringing it down this time. And so again,
Well, he started to like.
Yeah, what did he do to cause the gas prices to go down?
He fixed everything from when he wasn't like that midterm to where he wasn't
He
president.
just fixed everything. So what did he do?
I mean, he's president.
So
Like,
him
what
being
doesn't he
president is
do?
not evidence that he made it better off.
He runs the country, man.
Okay, so that's not evidence to indicate that he made it better off. Right? That's a correlation causation fallacy. Just because two things are associated does not mean one caused the other. For example, during the summertime, there's an increase in violent crime, and there's also an increase in ice cream consumption. Does that mean people eating ice cream are causing people to commit violent crime to a greater extent?
Yeah. Wait, say that last part. What was that last part? Say it one more time.
Okay, just because two things are associated, that there's an increase in violent crime during the summer, and there's also an increase in ice cream consumption, does that mean that increase in ice cream consumption caused the increase in violent crime?
But that's not like what the point is, though.
It demonstrates that just because two things are associated and happen around the same time doesn't mean that one caused the other. So then you just have to give an argument to indicate that just because there was an association, that means one caused the other.
No, I see what you're saying, man. And I'm not like disagreeing with what you're saying, but like I do have like there's things like on both sides, like I said, like I agree and disagree with, but like I just think like I know more. Like Trump was already president. Like if you go back to summer 24, like Trump has already been president. Like he's already done it. Like I just feel like if I compare his 4 years to the 2020 to 2024 or whatever, I don't know how you can be like, dude, like, oh, his 4 years were way worse or worse at all, just based on like how everything was as a whole.
No, I'm saying that Trump has done things to make the economy worse off, whereas Biden did things to make the economy better off. And I can give you explicit examples.
I'm not disagreeing with Biden. Like, I didn't think Biden did a good job as like president, but like, see, like this is what I feel like. Like I know Biden ran for president. What was the year in like the 2000s? Like I think he would have been like a lot better, but I think people were just concerned, like, because
And you're not concerned with Trump's cognitive state?
I mean, I don't agree with everything about Trump, but like there are things like I do support as I named.
But you're not
And,
really
like,
questioning his cognitive abilities in the same way that you question Joe Biden's cognitive abilities.
What do you mean by that? Like cognitive ability?
Yeah, like Donald Trump straight up, like,
Just like what he
with
does.
his naked eye, stared at the eclipse twice. He said windmills were causing whales to die in numbers never seen before. He said that we should look into disinfectant by injection to fight COVID-19 and that we should nuke hurricanes in order to fight them. I mean, he said the most wildly absurd and ridiculous shit, and then people act like it's normal and act like, you know, it's just like, you know, he's not comparable in terms of the level of cognitive decline as Joe Biden. Out of everything Joe Biden has done, right, he has not actually believed in crazy, absurd shit like that all the time.
I agree with what Trump said. Like he obviously said some crazy things.
You agree with what he
I
said,
feel
or
like-
you agree with what I said about
No,
Trump?
I agree that it's like crazy, but like the things you were naming. But like, I feel like as president, you kind of have to be like, you kind of have to like put yourself in a position. Like it's not an easy thing to do. Like people are always going to disagree with you and agree with you. Like sometimes you have to just take that risk. Like not everything he does like has a good outcome, but like things he does that has good outcomes, like kind of like make him what he is.
Like, what do you think that, like, it would be good?
Like which like for like any of the things I talked about, like
Yeah, like what in particular, like, do you really like?
I don't know. I think just I think Biden did a good job. I think Harris, you know, like she had time, but you know, it's all good. Like he's in office, and it is what it is. Like I voted for him.
Like,
but
could you
I
name
wouldn't-
me like a Trump policy that like you like of him? Like,
I mean, I already did, but like I don't even. Like I'm not like a.
Like, what was it
diehard
again?
Trump.
Can you
I'm not
name
like-
can you name the
I'm not
policy
like a
again? Like,
die- No, I'm saying like I already. Sorry. I already
like, is there something Trump could do that to get you to stop like supporting him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, but like I said, I don't agree with anything he is. I just look at the two options that I have in front of me, and which one do I think benefits the country more? That's all. Like it's nothing.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah,
not-
but like, could you like maybe tell us in specific like what you're referencing?
like jobs and stuff. Like there's more jobs with Donald Trump and stuff. Like I'm
You
at
know,
that
like
point where
since
I'm
Trump
about to-
got in office, right?
Yeah.
It's actually we've seen the worst year of job growth in the past 4 years. Like unemployment is the worst it's been in the past 4 years.
That's not true. Not the worst. Like
Yes, it is.
he's
In the
'cause he's
past
trying to
4
bring it back-
in the
he's
past
bringing it
4
back
years.
up. Yeah, he wasn't in office past 4 years.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
so
now he's bringing
comparing
it,
throughout the
like,
entirety of the Biden
he's bringing it
administration.
back down. Like he's no, not that. I'm saying like
No, unemployment's gone up since Trump got in office.
no, it hasn't.
Yes, it has. Look up unemployment rate, Bureau of Labor Statistics. It's gone up since Trump got in office.
Was it bad?
It
like,
is
his
it is
first
at the
time in
highest
office?
rate since 2021.
Since 2021.
Mm-hmm.
How many years of those was he president though?
How many years was Biden president or Trump?
Not Trump. Like he wasn't president. Like
Yeah,
for
Trump
most of
wasn't
those
president
years.
then. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your point?
yeah, and he is now. Like he's bringing it back down.
Yeah, so unemployment is at the highest rate that it's been in the past 4 years. That is not bringing down. It was 4% when he got in office, and now it is 4.4%.
Unemployment high is high. I mean, being high means there's no jobs. Like there's less jobs, right?
It means that there are okay, so unemployment means
Like there's
people are-
less people that have a job. That's what I mean.
unemployment means people are looking for work, but they can't find it to the same extent. So if there's a higher unemployment rate, that means more people are looking for work but can't find it.
Nah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. But like that was like there's certain jobs though, like that he helps.
Like,
Like just anything really.
you said he helps
Like,
things, but I'm asking, can you name
yeah, I'm saying
like
I'll give an
something
example.
maybe
Like,
like
I'll give
that
an
he
example.
likes?
Like you're more likely, like if you look up, like if you're more likely to like make more money like with certain jobs under Trump. Like he's done a good job of like just
Like which jobs?
generating
Like
good salaries and stuff.
like which
know.
jobs? Like
Like I don't know. I don't know, man. Like just in general, like I'm saying, like I can't go and I
like
can't
in
give you all
general,
these,
overall,
like,
he's helped
specifics.
things
I'm not
like
like
based on what metric? Like
look it up, man. It's like
I have.
it's all
Like
there. Yeah.
like I have looked it up.
Like I'm saying it overall. I'm not like naming like specifics.
Yeah, I'm reading something right here. It indicates that you're wrong.
For real.
Yeah.
Damn. I wasn't trying to troll. Like I'm just.
I know. I'm telling you the truth. Look, it literally says right here.
Yeah. Nice one. That was a good one, dude. Sorry, I wasn't. It's not that deep, bro. Like there's things I agree and disagree with on both sides. Like I come with an open mind, man. Like
But like, do you need evidence for the things that you believe?
I'm not gonna say like I don't. Like I'm not like I'm trying to learn as I go. You know, like there's things.
So you do
Like,
need evidence.
there's so many topics. I'm not. Yeah, like sure. Like I mean, if you have any, like I'm saying, like if there's things on both sides that
So then, what was your source for your
that I
claim?
support. For what sport? For what claim? Like any of them?
What were we just talking about?
I'm not like searching things up as I go. Like I'm just talking like from the heart. Like I'm not like
Okay,
like
I'm
from
just
what I
asking.
see,
Can
like
you
on
name?
TV.
Can you name one
and stuff,
metric
like-
that's better off now since Trump got in office?
I don't know. Like I'm not. No.
So how do you know that
Can't.
Trump's better for the economy?
Because like nothing really like proved to me otherwise. Like obviously like that last election, like I'm not like I don't get too deep into it, but like at the same time, like I look at what the options. Like I don't agree with everything about him, but like it's all good, man. Like he's in office. I gotta learn to like what's happening. Like certain things that are happening. Not everything, obviously, you know. Like there's things of his I don't support. Like I'm not saying like I'm not saying like he's perfect. Like he's the man that's gonna make everybody happy. But I look at the options and I look at what their plan is, and just Trump being in office already and having that experience is what made me vote for him.
Okay.
Like,
So
I'm not saying I agree with everything.
because he's already had experience is the reason why you support him.
Yeah, and I didn't think.
So
and I
in
didn't think he had a
2016,
bad first term.
So in
I didn't think he
2016,
had a bad first
he
term.
did. In 2016, who do you think was preferable, Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump? Because Hillary Clinton had more experience than Donald Trump.
I'll be honest. I don't know too much about Clinton, but I don't think she would have been a bad president. Like, obviously.
So would you say she's preferable to Trump because of the fact that that she had experience and Trump didn't?
I don't know. Like I said, I was young at the time, but I was young at the time, but I don't know too much like about Hillary to say, oh, she was or wasn't better than Trump. I just look at like because I wasn't even old enough to vote, obviously. Like a lot of us weren't, but like I look at what he did those 4 years, and like as president, and like obviously it wasn't perfect, like because COVID and everything, but like he really like did what he could to like kind of
I think you should look into this a little bit more. I don't think you know
No,
enough
I
where we
agree.
can
No,
have
I'm
a
not. I'm
broader
not saying.
conversation about this.
No, you're good. No, you're good.
I think
man.
we've kind of hit
I'm
like
not
the
saying.
ice wall.
No, that's all good, man. Like I just wanted to like kind of like learn a little more. Like I was hoping like coming on here would kind of help me like just get a better point of view. It's like
Sure.
obviously like I haven't looked into like I don't like I'm not into into this as a lot of you guys are like
That's
that
fine.
do this for like a living, you know, but
That's fine.
but yeah,
So,
that's just why. But that's just
can I
why.
ask you one
like,
question before you go?
Yeah.
Is there anything Trump could do to get you to support Kamala Harris over Donald Trump?
I wouldn't say there's anything like Trump could do. It's just like I feel like I'm not saying. I'll say this: like if Kamala had a full campaign, like Trump did, like I'm not like I possibly could have voted for her. I just I just probably didn't know enough at the time, and that's all good, and that's okay because like I just like I'm just this is my first election actually being able to vote, so. But I appreciate you and Parker. It's great. Nice getting to talk to you and stuff like about this because like it really does like have a bigger impact on a lot of our lives than we know. So thank you for what you do.
All right, I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Yes. Have a good day.
You as well. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Please, everyone, only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Let's go on the next individual. Do give it a second for people to join up. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Let's get the next person up here. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everybody. Let's get the next person up here. Please, everyone, again, only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Fuck ICE. Fuck Trump.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hello?
How old are you?
I just turned 18. I'm sorry, I'm just getting over a sinus infection. My voice may sound a little off.
And do you support Donald Trump?
Yes, I support some of his policies, although
Hold on, before you
I
do,
don't
what's your
agree
birth
with
year?
all of them. What?
What's
Sorry,
your birth year?
I can't hear. 2008. I just turned 18 yesterday.
I'm sorry, I don't believe them. I apologize if I'm wrong. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18.
Do you support Donald Trump?
I do.
And if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Donald Trump?
Well, I just have one question. Are you the Parker who would get your absolute ass flamed by Charlie Kirk?
Can you name one point you think he beat me on?
Why are you avoiding my question?
Oh, I talked to Charlie Kirk. I just beat him on every point you can reference. So name one point you think he beat me on. They just left? Okay. All right. Were they scared to debate me? Interesting. Let's go to the next individual. Only do send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Paco, play Farm Sim with me.
Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh shit, my bad.
Okay, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed in the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
You're so cute. Like, you're actually cute. You need to understand, like,
Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates, everyone. Let's try to get the next person up here. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Alrighty, let's go on the next individual to give it a second for people to join up. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
24.
Do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
And if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
Same vote.
Okay, why do you support Donald Trump?
For a lot of reasons, but I'll start with the first one. It's the First Step Act.
Okay.
You know what that is?
Yep.
Yeah, so why do you think it's good?
What?
Like, what from your point of view, why do you think it's good?
What do I think what's good?
The First Step Act.
Well, it would be for non-violent drug offenders. So
Uh-huh.
that's
Yeah, so
gonna help them out.
So he bettered that. So
I think the Democrats would do more than that, and I think that Joe Biden did.
So then this is not my first time debating you. I've been on here and I smoked you the first time, and then there's clips of you getting smoked. What do you want to debate on?
How long has it been since I've debated you?
Probably about a month and a half.
I'm having not a good enough time defining people, so I'll also talk to you. What do you think you smoked me on?
What should be smoked on?
Yeah, what did you smoke me on?
I have to go back at the video. It's been a month and a half, man. I can't even tell if I pissed yesterday or not.
I think that's a problem on your behalf. I don't think that's actually you beating me in the debate.
All right.
Sounds like I dog walked you so bad that you don't even remember it.
I got something good because I don't daydream about it. I don't dwell on it.
Well, I just dog walked you so bad that you lost memory of it.
Okay. Yeah, we're talking about dog walking. Remember your buddy putting yourself in your same shoes? Remember that? Remember that whole debate about? Oh, okay. So let's have a debate about politicians in Democratic states and why Democratic states have the highest leaving percentage in the entire country.
Highest what percentage?
Leave per state. Why are a lot of people that are
Why
in
are people
Democratic
leaving
states
Democratic areas?
Yeah.
Why
do
is
they have the highest
practically every
percentage?
big city run by Democrats? Can you name one big city run by Republicans?
Yeah. I mean, I want to answer. I want my question to be answered first. That's.
Can you name one big city run by Republicans?
I'm just waiting for my question, man.
If your argument is that people go to the areas in which have the best economies, one, not only does that indicate that there is no good Republican big city, but two, that also doesn't acknowledge the fact that there was a greater amount of people immigrating to the United States under the Biden-Harris administration. Therefore, you concede that the economy was better off under Biden comparative to Trump.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to ask you a question of why are most people leaving the state of New York, Cali, and Illinois? Why are a lot of people leaving Democratic states?
I think it's increased in population.
Nah. I mean,
yeah,
you could say
California
illegal
is
immigrants.
increased in population.
Nah. I mean, if you want to include, illegal immigrants, then yeah, go ahead.
We aren't, and it's still increased in population.
All right. So then, let's talk
Like,
about.
are you willing to put money on that?
No, because I want to keep going.
No. No.
Because you're the piper, you know all the answers. So, I want to ask you a couple questions, see how it goes.
It's 20 questions.
So let's talk about my neighboring state, the state of Illinois. So,
do you live
Illinois.
in Iowa?
No.
Okay, thank the Lord.
Yeah, I know. So in the state of Illinois, J.B. Pritzker signed a law.
I say that because I grew
December.
up in Iowa.
So in December, J.B. Pritzker signed a law that would mean that he would take the percentage of revenue that's generated in the state of Illinois, move that percentage of funding for the roads from down south of Illinois, close to, Iowa, that you're focused on, and Kentucky, move that percentage of revenue of infrastructure from down there to the northern state of Illinois. How come the state of Illinois doesn't know how to handle their spending? Why is a private entity within the state of Illinois funding the Metra, the CTA, which if you don't know the Metra is, it's a train line. The CTA is a train line, and the PACE buses, those are buses that are in downtown Chicago. Why is it a private revenue Illinois Tollway funding the state if the state so-calls know what they're doing?
I'd have to see.
Yeah, because the state doesn't know what the fuck to spend on.
No, I'm
They
not
don't know how to
familiar.
spend.
I'm just like literally
Yeah.
not familiar with what they're spending their money on or what their budget's
Yeah,
about.
because guess what? The state jaxes up the taxes and doesn't know what they're spending on.
No,
That's why
I'm not.
That's why everybody's leaving the state.
Hey, dude. I'm just literally not familiar with the amount of debt that they have.
I
So
think
what's
you
your
should.
point?
I think that you should do your research on some Democrat states.
Okay, so
Cause-
because I
'cause-
don't know what's going on with Illinois spending, you're saying that somehow is
even including New
Listen,
York and
hey, dude,
Cali.
chill.
Oh.
Just because I'm not
Okay.
familiar with Illinois in terms of how they're spending their money, isn't an argument against Democrats as a whole. If you like to argue against something, I can give you arguments because you don't know plenty of the different states. Their arguments in terms of what the Republicans are doing in those states. I could provide multiple. Like for example, Iowa, the Republicans are cutting children off of free school lunch and breakfast. Do you agree with that?
You gotta reiterate
Do you agree with the Republicans in Iowa that are cutting people off of free school lunch and breakfast?
Yeah, because it sucks.
Yeah?
Because some people.
You agree
some
with
people ruined it for
limiting
others.
how much children can eat?
To a point, because it's been misused.
Okay.
So there's a
it has
saying,
not it has not been
there's a
misused.
saying.
You're sick actually.
No, there's a saying.
You are
some
sick.
bad people ruin it for the good people.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I think you're
So,
the bad
so
you're the
here,
you're the bad people ruining it for
Here.
everyone.
Here, let's go back to the subject that you weren't
No.
familiarized. Let me help you. So the
No.
act is called NITA Act SB.
I'm good. Can we not talk about this random bullshit, dude?
I want to cook you on this subject.
You're not
because you
cooking
don't
me on
know shit.
anything, dude. This
I
is a
wanna cook you, man.
random ass claim. Who cares?
No, I want to cook you on this. I want it to be clipped and spread it all over social media of you
Okay.
getting cooked because of Democrats.
Trump signed off on over $4 trillion more
Because they don't know how
debt-related
to fund their
spending.
money, and you're getting cooked right now.
Trump signed off on over $4 trillion more debt-related
We're not
spending.
talking
How do
about
you feel
Trump,
about
buddy.
that?
We're not talking about Trump. We're talking
How
about
do you
the
feel
state of
about that?
Illinois.
Answer the question.
We're talking about.
I never
the
brought up
state of
Illinois. I never talked about Illinois. I don't know what your point
Hey,
is.
well, I'm telling you about your Democrat state that doesn't know how to fund certain things and spend the.
Did you know that
right
Florida
money.
has a higher level of debt than Illinois?
I wonder why, because they jacked up all their taxes in the state of Illinois to fund all their.
Okay,
missed,
so they don't, so they're able to manage the debt to a greater extent. So stop complaining, shut the hell up, and acknowledge that you support a candidate that signed off on over $4 trillion more debt-related spending compared to the Biden-Harris administration.
No, man. No, man. No. Look at the.
Also, what is the comparison in GDP with Illinois versus Indiana?
Hey.
Hey, no, tell us.
Tell you what.
What is the comparison in GDP between Indiana to Illinois? Doesn't Illinois have such a larger economy?
Here, let me do my research. I don't have chumps helping me out on this one.
I don't have chumps helping me out either. You just get dog walked.
Yeah, no.
Well,
California
how did it
is
feel?
4.
You just did.
GDP based off of 2024, California was 4.1.
I didn't ask you about California, which California is like the largest economy in the U.S.
So we're gonna talk about Illinois.
Illinois,
is 1.1 trillion.
Illinois, and Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana's not in the top 10, buddy.
Yeah, Indiana. That's what you were trying to reference. So
No, I was talking
Indiana
about Illinois.
has a significantly lower GDP. So of course they're not going to be able to have as much debt as a higher GDP state.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is that Indiana, I'm pretty sure, doesn't have a private entity or sell out. Oh, you know what? Since you want, we can go there. We can go there. Do you know what toll meters are? You know how when you park your car on the side of the road, you know those meters that you put your coins in? Yeah. How come the state of Illinois sold out their meters to a foreign country outside the U.S.?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah.
Can you give me a
because,
source?
Oh no. Tall. You can do your sources. I'm doing my due diligence
I can
right now.
do
looking
my
up stuff.
sources. You made the claim, so tell me the source.
Oh no. I'm not pulling up. You can.
You
pull
just
up
tell me the
yours.
source, dude.
No. Since we can go back.
Wait.
And forth
I have
right
a feeling I know what a source is.
Nope.
No, you said you were doggy walking me, dude. You are such an idiot.
Dude,
Tom,
dude,
thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for blue states rank
Oh, here
better
we go.
economically in education
go.
and in healthcare than red states. Totally
This is
agree.
what
Thank
you
you
do
so
when you
much.
get cooked.
He definitely doesn't want him. Morgan, thank you so much for the dollar. I really appreciate it. No, I
This is
actually
what
grew up in the
happens when you get
QC.
cooked.
G, thank you so much for the dollar. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Dara, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much. Kenzie, thank you so much for the push the $5. Kelly, thank you so much for the push the $5 as well. Marianne, thank you so much for the push the $5. Don't worry. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Brandy, thank you so much for the $1. Jacob, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Totally agree. Thank you. Brian, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Morgan, thank you for the $5. Taylor, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Bruno, thank you so much for the $1.20. I actually did not. I'll have to look. Thank you very much. Onder, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $2 as well. Thank you. As well as Ashley, thank you for the $20. Thank you so much. W's for Ashley in the comment section. Madeline, thank you so much for the push the $5. I'll have to look, but thank you very much. I appreciate it. Tyler, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Thank you so much. The red states absolutely do rely on the blue states. I totally agree. Thank you very much. Let me thank some people on YouTube as well. I just got to do this, every single time I'm winning the debate. DK, thank you so much for the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Good W's for DK in the comment section, as well as the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's just to get back revenues. That makes sense. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Said a CTA is an independent governmental agency created by the state legislation in 1980 or 47. Democracy Dies in Darkness. Thank you for the $10. Thank you. Link with the $20. Thank you so much, Link. I appreciate it. Thank you. Helena, thank you so much for the $50 on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much, Helena. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Ultra Ocelot, thank you for the $2. Thank you. And then Edward, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. As well as Thom, thank you so much for the $30. Thank you for you were cooking this guy. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you, Thom. And I'll think about it, Thom. Can you say thank you to all the donors that just sent me money? Hello?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say thank you. They're not my fans.
No, I'm asking you. Can you say thank you to them?
Oh no.
Aw. Are you jealous? Is that the reason?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's not about jealousy, man. But yeah.
Then what is it about?
You
What's the reason?
You mentioned about.
Tell me.
Mentioned
What's
about
the reason? Why won't you say thank you to them, man?
Why?
Yeah.
Because you're the one receiving it. I'm not the one receiving it, so I shouldn't be there to thank them.
Yeah, but just say thank you out of respect,
Why would I need to give them respect?
Because they're donating to me.
That is fucking funny as hell, man. Oh, that is funny.
What's so funny?
Oh, fuck. Because they're donating to you, I need, out of respect, I need to fucking say thank you too.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Beyond, thank you for the coral. Yeah, you do.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
So say thank you to them real quick.
I don't give a shit. You ain't gonna get that out. You might as well kick me off this panel, boy.
Just say thank you. Come on.
I'm
You don't have to be such a coward. Just say thank you.
Oh, so we're gonna say I'm a coward now because
you're a coward. You won't say thank you. Come on, just be respectful to the people on the live stream who sent in donations and were so nice enough to do that.
You said your part. You're the one that received it. Why should I? I'm not the one receiving it.
Because I mean I'm the one running the platform. So I mean, in order for us to be able to have this platform, people had to support me running the platform in the first place. So you should say thank you to Thom for the $20 for the funniest fake laugh. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Thom. I appreciate the $20. Give some W's for Thom. Can you say thank you to Thom?
Nope.
Why not?
Because you're the host. You're receiving it.
Yeah, but you should be thank you. You should say thank you and be nice.
Why should I be thankful for him?
Because they are helping support the stream, so that you can be here and talk.
Well, that sucks because I'm not a part of the stream really. I'm just here joining it. You're the one hosting it.
Yeah, so like in order for me to host it, people had to support me. So you should thank the people who are supporting me so that this platform existed, right?
Nope.
So that you could engage with it.
Nope. Nope.
Why not?
Man, you're not fooling me, man.
Why not?
Dude, you're not fooling me. I'm not saying. So okay, so
Heidi,
back
thank you for the paper crane.
back to our point of topic is that
No, dude,
legislation
first of all, you
SB
have to say thank you.
hold
You
on,
have to say thank you
So-
first, man.
Nope, that sucks.
Yes, you do. You got to say thank you first,
no,
man.
No, it's okay, man. It's not gonna happen.
Go
It's
ahead.
not.
Just say thank you real quick.
SB 2111. Look that up.
Just
Look up
say
that
thank you. Hey, dude, all you have to do is be like, yo, thank you, donors. Hey, dude, you just gotta say thank you, donors. You
Look
know?
up that don't.
Like,
look
just
up
be
that
like,
don't-
Keith,
look-
thank you so much
look
for the
up-
dollar. I really appreciate it.
look
Thank
up
you
that
so much, Keith.
legislation.
Thank you so much for the
Look up
dollar
that
on Venmo.
legislation.
Thank you very much. I really
Look
appreciate.
up that
Thank you.
legislation. Look up that
You know,
legislation.
wait, but like, doesn't that make more sense? Like,
Look-
Tom, thank you for the
look up that
$10. Like,
legislation. Look up
Dara,
that
thank you so much for the
legislation.
$10. Thank you. Kenzie, thank you so
Look
much for
up
the
that
$5.
legislation.
Kelly, thank you for the $5. Thank you. Like, you see what I mean?
Look up the legislation.
Okay, what legislation?
SB 111.
SB 111. Maya, thank you so much for the dollar. Thank you.
David, you don't need to keep peddling on saying thank you. Okay, it's not gonna happen.
They said if you don't say thank you, that they're gonna send me $15 more. That's what they said.
Hey, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Dude, that cat does not like you.
Oh no, trust me. Don't worry about my animals. Hey, David, can we move on?
David, who the fuck's David?
That's your name, right?
No. When was my name David?
David?
Yeah.
I swear your name's David, right?
Yeah. Since when was my name David?
Oh, I thought your name was David.
Nope.
Oh.
Was this supposed to be your equivalent of Phil or like?
No.
Maya, thank you so much for the $5 or for the dollar to David. Thank you very much. Tom, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. For it's Parker. Don't give a fuck a clock. I know, right? Aaron, thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate it. Did he even say thank you? No, he didn't. He literally didn't. How horrible.
That sucks. That sucks. I mean, at least you're getting your money up. I mean, don't you need that to pay your bills and everything?
Yeah, man.
That's good. That's good. I'm
Yeah, man.
surprised you're not getting any donations from your party. Oh wait, you probably do.
Okay. Do you actually want to give me a debate, man?
Yeah. I wanted to keep on going with the state of Illinois, but you broke down.
No, you weren't even trying to engage because you weren't trying to provide a source for the own claim that you made.
No.
Yeah,
No.
you made a claim, and then you
No.
couldn't provide anything.
Oh, I provided it. I provided it, and then you walked right over it, and you didn't even took it in. You didn't take that information in.
No, what you weren't taking into account is the difference in GDP, difference in population, and how that's going to have an impact on the level of debt. You were trying to
Parker,
say because there was a greater level
buddy.
of debt, specifically on behalf of... Go ahead.
Parker, buddy, you're missing the point. Is that I mentioned the state of Illinois not being able to control their spending, which then on, I made another statement in regards to why the state isn't properly, spending the right amount of money. So that went on, and I stated that the Illinois Tollway is funding other entities in the state, which is a CTA, Metra, and a Pace Bus. And you guys, which your whole little posse, you went right over it and you stated yourself on live, said, I'm not familiar with this. 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 And then that's when your donations came into the picture. So why don't we talk about Democratic states?
No, actually, it happened a bit after that. So when I said I wasn't familiar with it, I said I'm not familiar with the specific exact thing that they were funding in that particular circumstance.
Even the cat said.
Hey, dude, I'm trying to explain to you right now. Would you like to let me explain?
Is he good? Is he good? Yeah.
Even your cat won't respond to you. You fucking weirdo.
Oh no. She don't. She said no to you, man. So why don't you do a little bit more research?
Do you want to let me finish or no?
No. I'll come and hit you up on one of your lives again, and I'll come.
You're gonna run away right now?
Oh no. Hey, by the way, before you make any little, sarcastic joke about my name, saying, "Oh, running is running away," and all that, I've heard it all before. It's
Oh, he's
not
about to
even
run
funny.
away.
So no.
Running
I
is
feel,
about to
I
run
feel,
away.
Oh, look at you, ate that up. What a good boy.
I know, right?
What a
Like,
boy.
I know,
Good
right? You're about to run
boy.
away.
Good boy.
If you run away, you're a good boy.
Good boy.
If you run away, you're a good boy.
Good boy.
Is this the best you got, man?
Hey, I'm gonna come back and
He's gonna run away. He's
Oh,
gonna
good
run away
boy.
like a good boy. Run away like a good boy.
Good boy. Good boy.
Run away.
Yeah, why
Run
don't you
away.
go do your research? Go do your research, and then I'll bop up on your live again.
I like how you're saying this instead
then-
of
and then
actually trying to
you-
let me
hey.
engage with a point. I like how I tried
Hey,
to engage in a point
good
with you and
boy.
you didn't even
Good
do that.
boy. Good boy.
Oh, you're gonna run away though. Aaron, thank you so much for the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much, Aaron.
here we
Can we get some
go.
W's for Aaron in the
Yeah,
comment section right now? For the guest is an asshole. I know, right? Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for
Oh,
Aaron in the
good.
comment section right now? Thank you so
Good
much.
boy.
Aaron, thank
Hit those guys. You better
Oh.
say thank you to him.
as well as
Guys, you better say
Jessica, thank you
to
so much. I
him.
really appreciate the $20. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
yeah.
I really appreciate it. Thank you so much,
Oh,
Jessica.
yeah.
Hannah, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I really
Oh,
appreciate it.
good
Thank you.
Boy. Keep going. Keep reading it off.
Is this the best you got, man?
Oh no, I'm just trying to fucking gaslight you.
You're trying to gaslight me? Well, you're failing.
Oh, I mean, hey, you're doing a pretty good job. You're representing your class with the L in your profile picture. So you're doing one thing at a time very smoothly. So that's good. Keep being a good boy.
I
yeah,
like how
so
you have to
I'll
do this
pop in-
instead of like actually debating me.
No,
It's
oh,
embarrassing.
No, I gave
He's
you.
so
I
scared to
gave
like
you-
actually
I
debate me.
gave you a
And
certain-
by the way,
I
can you
gave
tell me
a
what
certain
gaslighting
topic,
is?
And you didn't know shit about
Can I ask
it.
you a question? Can you tell me what
Hey, you didn't
gaslighting
know
is?
shit about it. Dude,
Yeah,
you didn't
I
know
didn't
shit
know
about
one
Illinois.
I didn't know one
You didn't
hyper
know shit.
Yeah, I didn't know one hyper specific thing that California
Hey,
or
admit
not
it.
California, that Colorado
Okay,
or
okay.
not I can't speak. Can you please chill out for a second? Yeah, I'm trying to speak, but you're trying to cut me off. Okay? Right? I didn't know one hyper specific thing that Illinois was funding. That's not evidence of me not knowing anything. That's not evidence of you not being able to engage with me in terms of debating anything. That's just simply one hyper specific
Bro, you
thing
just
that I
gagged
didn't know
on
they were
live
funding in
TV.
in
You
Illinois.
just gagged.
Is this like the best you can do?
No.
Seriously, the best you can do? Can I ask you a question?
Topic.
Can you
Hey,
name one policy that
no.
Donald Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than to benefit rich people?
Yeah, it's called no tax on overtime.
Okay, so that was within the big
So-
beautiful
so-
bill.
so-
hey,
so-
hey, listen,
so-
hey, listen.
hey, so-
I
so
know
I
you don't
gave-
know what a policy is. That's a provision.
Hey,
I know
hey,
you don't know what a policy is. That's a provision within the big beautiful bill. And the big beautiful bill mostly goes to rich people. So try again. Name one policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than to benefit rich people. I know critical thinking is a little bit too much for you. So go ahead and try. Unmute yourself. I know you have to figure that one out. I don't know if you'll be able to do that. And then answer the question. Oh, wait. He can't unmute himself?
Oh yeah, no. Ha,
There you go.
ha. Good
Answer the
joke.
question.
It's called the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, TCJA. When he
Yeah, the
was in
TCJA,
2017.
most of that went to rich
and
people.
then- hold on.
And the TCJA is also
we got
within the
another
big
one. Are you gonna
beautiful
let me talk?
bill.
Are you gonna let me talk?
Yeah,
How about
but you mentioned
the big
incorrectly.
beautiful bill OBBA of 2025?
Yeah, I just
so
referenced that.
So
I just referenced that. Most of that goes to rich
hold
people.
on. I got another.
I know
one.
that you
got
have
another one.
comprehension
I got another
comprehension
one.
issues.
I
Go
got
ahead.
another one.
Try it.
So since I answered both of your questions,
You didn't answer it.
so
Most of that went
since-
to rich people.
Oh no, you're gonna let me talk. So since I
Oh wait, are you not liking it now that I'm not letting you speak? Is it fun getting the same exact treatment that you give to me? Is this fun? Are you having a good time?
You sure bet I
Are you
am.
really able to get your point out right now? Because right now it
yeah.
seems like he doesn't have an argument, chat. Look at him. He doesn't have an argument. Me interrupting him definitely means that he has no argument. He has nothing to say right now, and it makes sense that I'm laughing at him.
Cool. Yeah, so I gave you a topic that you didn't know shit about of your own Democratic state. So I'm gonna bop in probably in about.
I gave you a topic you didn't know jack shit about. You
hey,
couldn't tell us a single policy
Wrong.
that Trump influenced to get passed that benefit the middle class more than to benefit rich
Wrong.
people. You had to mention policies that mostly
Wrong,
went
you
to
didn't know
rich
shit
people.
About it. Nope, you didn't know shit about Illinois. So I'm gonna come back here in a week or.
Oh,
or
he's
two,
gonna
and
run away,
hopefully-
chat. He's running away
oh.
right now. He's so scared he
Oh,
has to
good
run
boy.
away.
Your
Look
comedian-
at
good
MAGA. They're
boy.
running away because they can't actually
Good
debate on the
boy.
merits of the arguments.
Good
They've got to run
boy.
away because they're scared of debates.
Oh my gosh, he's
Parker
gotta
get a
go.
job is really
He thinks-
scary, right? Parker
Guys,
get a job
give him
is so
thank you.
scary. Actually, you know what? If you run away right now, you're thanking my donors for me. That's what you're doing. By running away, you'll be thanking my donors.
Hey, and by hosting this live and keeping this live going means that you don't care about.
What? I can't hear
You
you. What? What was it? Huh? I couldn't hear you. Why are you muting yourself, dude? That's really weird. Why are you muting yourself? And if you say something right now and unmute yourself, then that means you're a good boy.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, what a good boy. What a
yeah,
good
sure.
boy. You're such a good boy.
give
What
you a
a good boy. What a good boy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave this.
Is this fun? Have you had a good time? Are you having a good time right now?
All seriousness, though, I appreciate.
All seriousness?
Yeah. I appreciate
All
you hosting me up
seriousness,
here.
there's no productive debate to be had with you, and you're a coward for running away. In all seriousness, you're a coward for running away.
Oh, if you want to say that. So I gave you a topic about your own Democrat state. So I'm gonna leave now, and you.
My own Democrat. I don't live in Illinois.
You continuing.
I live in
to host this
California.
Live means that you don't care about Democrat states.
That's just
So
a ridiculous state. Ridiculous. Not true. I dispute premise one.
No. Keep hosting this live. It means that you don't care about.
Yeah. What? I couldn't hear you. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Let's go on the next individual. Autumn, thank you so much for the $1. Thank you. Hannah, again, with the $5. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Fiona as well. Thank you for the $1. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Yo, what's up? How old are you? Alrighty, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Lindsay, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Of course, thank you so much, Lindsay. And then Jesse, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. Alrighty, let's get this next person up here. Okay, let's go to the next individual. Do you give it a second for people to join up? Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18.
What's your birth year?
2007.
What month?
November.
Okay. And if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
I think Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
There's a lot of things I don't support about him, but at the end of the day, Kamala would have ruined the economy, and he kept the economy.
Okay. When did you graduate high school, by the way?
I'm a senior.
Okay, so you still are?
Yeah.
And you said you
But I'm
were born in
18.
what year? You said November?
2007. November 23rd, 2007.
Okay. Are you lying to me or no?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright, go ahead. What was the reason why you support Trump?
Because of the economy.
Okay, what about the economy?
We saw what happened to the economy under Biden, and we know that Kamala would have ruined the economy. I mean, we saw what she was doing as a lawyer. She was literally putting criminals on the streets that were supposed to be in jail. And, I mean, I
By
don't know,
doing what?
Trump just...
What did she do to release criminals? Because Donald Trump did that by pardoning violent rioters that beat police officers on January 6th. What did Kamala Harris do?
Well, she took people out of jail that definitely did not deserve to be out of jail.
Like?
Well, I don't know, but
You don't know, so then how can you claim that?
I don't know. I respect what you do. I think that it's good to be talking to people like this, but I mean, at the end of the day, I just think that Kamala would have absolutely destroyed our economy.
How
And I mean,
so?
I don't support a lot of what Trump is doing, but
How would Kamala have destroyed the economy?
her policies are just terrible.
Can you name a policy that you disagree with? I can hear you looking it up.
I'm not looking it up.
So tell us.
Well, I don't like what she was doing with, like, putting all of her money, spending so much of our money that we're already in debt for in global warming. Like, we do not need to be spending money on that. It's normal. The earth cools, the earth warms.
So you disagree with the consensus amongst 99% of climate scientists that indicate that climate change is happening and it's caused by humans?
It is not 99%. There's
It's
no way.
99%. Yes, it is.
Okay, but we've seen that this happens. They were saying 100 years ago that the earth was going to freeze.
No, they weren't saying that 100 years ago in 1926.
Okay, some time ago, 50 years ago, whatever. This has happened before.
They
The
weren't
earth
saying that
freezes,
in
the earth
50 years ago.
warms.
Yeah, I understand, but not at the rate in which it's happening at. And also, just because the Earth existed at that time and it had those particular temperatures does not mean that we could survive within those temperatures. For most of the Earth's life cycle, we didn't exist. So we're trying to have a planet, an environment, so that we can live on it. Right? And by the way, just to clarify, Kamala Harris signed off on what's it called? It was advocating for $4 trillion less debt-related spending than Donald Trump on a central estimate, right? In terms of the amount of debt-related spending that they advocated for. Oh, they just left. Okay, let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Just looking for some debates. Tom, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello?
I think it makes sense. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hi, I'm 18, but I wanted to say, like, when I was, like, 13.
I'm sorry. I think that they are also a child. Let's go on the next individual. Lindsay, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lindsay. Alrighty, let's go on the next individual. But Tom, yeah, I think that's a decent policy, actually. Alrighty, let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you? Okay, if you want to support me as always, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
36.
Do you support Donald Trump?
No, I just need to tell you, like,
Yo, what's up? How old are you? Hey, hello, how old are you? Alrighty, let's go on the next individual. To give it a second for people to join up. Alrighty, we're really trying to get someone up here. I apologize, everyone. Sometimes it takes a second to get people up here. Alrighty, do give it a second, everyone. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Oh, I'm 18. I'm from Australia, but I live in Miami.
Oh, okay. You can send a guest request back, and I'll bring you back up. I apologize. We'll see if you live in Miami. Let's go to the next individual. Only send a guest request if you do meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, how old are you?
Hey, I'm 25.
And do you support Donald Trump?
I do.
And if you could go back in time and you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, who would you rather vote for?
I still vote for Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Donald Trump?
I support Trump because his tax laws and his, his economy. I'm living in it. I feel like a winner.
Okay. What tax laws?
I'm sorry, you cut out.
What tax laws?
So his corporate and economic tax laws, it kind of made it more affordable to live in this economy, bringing our tax rate down from 24 to 12%, and his corporate tax laws down from, I think it was, forgive me, but 32% down to 25, if that's correct, if I remember correctly.
That's for the top marginal tax rate for corporations is 35 to 21. For the lowest
Okay.
marginal tax rate, it was actually 15 to 21, so it was a 6% increase. And then you say 24 to 12. Are you trying to talk about effective tax rates for the lower income individuals? Because
Yes.
the bracket
I'm
wasn't
talking about.
changed to that.
Okay. Are we still waiting for that memorandum, or I'm assuming
What do you
because
mean?
my W2 is coming out probably the 21st, and you know, um, my bosses individuals are telling me that the 24 is going down to 12, which is waiting on that memorandum from the White House to, allow that to happen, to
Well,
kind of see that increase in marginal, W2 like tax return, that sort of thing.
I don't see any evidence indicating that to be true. But if you want to
I
reference
understand.
any of the tax cuts that are applicable, Kamala Harris wanted to keep all of the ones applicable to income earners under $400,000 a year, and only increase
Okay.
taxes on income earners over $400,000 a year.
Okay. I really like that, honestly. Like, I did appreciate Kamala having the courage to like run for office. But because there was a previous administration like Trump, I just felt more powerful, if that makes sense. Like as an individual person. Um, but before we get into that, I do want to say that I'm definitely a big fan of yours and Dean's. I listen to you, and please don't give me crap, but I do listen to you, Dean, a couple others that I won't glaze while I'm on your live. Um, I listen to Fox News. I also listen to CNN. So I'm not an overall, not like a master of one, but I just want to let you know that I appreciate what you do, to have like the courage to come up here and do what you do, because you got a lot of haters, right? And I do have loves on the other side too, so just want to appreciate you.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so then why do you still support Donald Trump still?
So I support Donald Trump because of one thing. I've been working really hard at my job. I'm not supposed to talk about politics within my, job biography with like other people within my job while in like a certain uniform. But um, when I'm on my own, I'm on my own. But I can tell you right now that I saved a lot living super minimalist. And essentially, after he took office, like right after he took office, my interest rate for my future home went down 5%. And we're about to be building a home, and I'm only 25 again. Okay, we're about to be building a home, and we've been trying to get permits and everything we can over here in the state of Washington. And within the last year, while we're trying to get these permits, it went down 1.25% from the original 7.25, if I'm not mistaken, on the first.
You're talking about interest
Like,
rates. Interest rates relate to the Federal Reserve, have nothing to do with the President of the United States, and they would have gone down to a greater extent if Trump didn't impose tariffs that put upward pressure on prices, which then put the Federal Reserve in a circumstance where they're less likely to reduce interest rates.
right. But for me, as like a consumer or like a love of the economy, like want to see like bigger increases, he promised it and it happened. You see where I'm at? Like he promised those decreases and they happened within a 6-month span. And he promised that it would go down another 0.25. And we're not going to be building yet. Like give it another couple months. But like he promised another 0.25, and my financiers are already calling me about.
He's trying to right now provide criminal charges towards Jerome Powell for not decreasing interest rates, which is just going to make it politicized and not independent. And the whole point of the Federal Reserve being independent, right, is to reduce political bias.
Okay, but I mean, like, what about his like Home Buyers Act, right? Like he's almost limiting. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah,
To
he's
clarify,
almost
like, what do
limiting.
you mean by the Home Buyers Act?
I'm sorry. You have to forgive me, master and none over here.
You said what?
Yeah, I'm a master and none over here, so I'm just trying to remember here. Like I listened to all of it, so I'm trying to figure out where I came with that information. I mean, if we can come back to it, that would be totally fine.
Sure.
I mean, every president has like a Home Buyers Act for,
Are
certain
you trying to say
diplomacies, right?
the 50-year mortgage?
Yeah, the 50-year mortgage. Yeah, thank you so
That is a
correcting me.
horrible idea. The reason why that's a horrible idea is because it will create such a huge interest level of interest payment by the end of the debt that it will
Yeah.
literally cause the price to be so much more expensive that you will practically have very, very, very little what's called value of your asset built up. So it essentially just like creates conditions for less ownership within a household or over the debt. And apparently
Yeah.
it's not even in effect yet.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely waiting on that memo as well. You know, I mean, if you really think about it, you never really own your property, especially with these property taxes. You don't pay for over 6 years, and you kind of lose it. But as a guy who praises the Lord and does his taxes, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm sitting here, and I just feel like I'm winning at the very least right now, right? So I'm filing for a 30-year because I don't mind paying a little bit more. But the 50-year, I can see that. I mean, come on, after 30 years, you buy a $600,000 property in the state of Washington. At the end of the 30-year, you're paying $3.2 million. Yeah, that kind of sucks. You know, that really sucks. But at the same time, you're also having a place for you to raise your family for lower payments. You're having a place for you to.
The payments are only slightly lower, very slightly.
Yeah, it's like $300. Already looked into that.
It's
only $300.
It depends on the size of the mortgage payment and how much the interest is.
So for us, right now, just because we've been working on it, like our mortgage is hypothetically, because we're almost about to close on something else. We already got the property with all the savings we had. You know, it's actually pretty easy to live in this economy, even in Trump's economy. Well, I'm sorry, Biden's economy was actually pretty okay. You just have to live a little bit more frugal. Okay, but for $700,000, dollars for a mortgage, at that point you're looking at roughly $3,700 worth a month in payments for a 30-year mortgage, and for a 50, oh yeah, I see the difference, and I see where you're coming from on that one. But I mean, for a lot of people, that's a great intro to buyer ownership because.
This is a lack of a housing affordability policy. Essentially, the point I'm making is that Trump didn't do things to better off people who need to get access to houses. He didn't better off people who need to get access to healthcare. There's no healthcare plan, no childcare plan, no housing affordability plan. These are not things that the average American, or these are things the average American needs to benefit their life. And Trump didn't have a plan for any of them. His plan was to give massive tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires because he cares more about benefiting people who are very rich and well-connected and well-off already than he cares about the average American.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm definitely kind of tired of like him kind of gaslighting us on what he can and can't do. But at the same time, I do feel like a winner. Ever since it started, when the administration ended, because I did vote for Trump this time around, I've just felt more powerful as an individual. Like I can make my own choices and kind of go about my way. Right. The only thing I'm waiting for is them to eliminate the carbon tax, because honestly, oh, come on.
Do you believe in climate change?
I do believe in climate change, but I also believe in natural climate change. Yeah.
Okay. Do you believe it's caused by humans?
I believe a good margin is caused by humans. Yep.
Do you believe it's mostly caused by humans, at least the rate in which we're seeing?
Mostly, I've traveled the world. And I can actually mostly say that it's caused a lot by industrial Asian countries.
Okay, so
I was in Korea for about 2 years.
But okay, so to clarify, most of the emissions from a overall standpoint were from the United States, and we make up 5% of the population. Okay, so I don't know why you want to blame it on Asian countries when quite literally we're the ones that are the major polluters. But can you acknowledge that that's caused by humans?
I believe no more than 10% is caused by humans.
No more than 10%. Okay, one, you aren't basing that on science. Two, could you tell me, is there a federal carbon tax policy?
No, it's more left to the state.
Okay, so that's only just that specific state. That's not like the entire U.S.
I mean, come on, it's California. It's
I live in California.
Yeah.
Okay, and so if you are okay with states' rights, then why is your big issue here with the states having the right to determine?
Right. Well, I actually did want to talk to you about this. So I actually got born and raised in Iowa. I don't know if you know what that is.
I grew up in Iowa.
Really? Anywhere near Burt? I'm just curious.
Oh, sorry, you cut out. You said where?
Yeah, Burt. It's so lame, but it's that's where I grew up. in
Haven't
Burt,
heard of
Iowa.
it. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Titanca, maybe. Anyway, I'm like 45 minutes away from Ames. The
Mhm.
college.
Yeah.
Yeah, 45 minutes away from Ames. Yeah, so definitely not gonna get into politics on that one because I lost my mom at a young age, so we moved to Missouri. So we're definitely not gonna get into that. So I lost my mom at a young age, went to Missouri. So I have 13 siblings. Don't make the Parker face. Okay, I got 13 siblings. Half of us are liberal and half of us are conservative, and that's why I make it my mission to watch everything I possibly can. Okay, like I said, master of none. So I just want you to understand that I'm on your side, but I also see a little bit of rage baiting on your content a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
But the people that are maybe less informed, people like me, I'm still your fan, right? I'm still subscribed. I still listen to you all the time, even though sometimes I disagree, right? So I want you to know that I'm here, okay? But I have my reservations about both sides, either way.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I definitely do that, depending on the guest. It's really dependent on like the way that they conduct themselves in the conversation. It's not just something I do to everyone.
Oh,
And then
no, I
in
can see
terms
that.
of like the situations with arguments in general, I think it's pretty clear, right? There's no good reason to support Donald Trump. There are so many disqualifiers for Donald Trump. I can go through a lot of them if you'd like to talk about them.
I actually would. One, for my education, and two, hey, why not, right? But I do want one thing from you. I've actually been wanting to ask it for a while. I've never debated you, whatsoever, but I watch you. Right? I watch you with everybody else. It's really nice. You're like my personal podcast. My pocket podcast Parker. I like that. My pocket podcast Parker. You and Dean, too. I've seen a lot of beautiful things that Dean said, especially about Charlie Kirk. It was really cool seeing you debate him. It was really neat. I mean, imagine the courage alone coming up there on national different forums and seeing things happen the way you guys handled that. It was actually pretty beautiful. It's a very beautiful thing to see you react to that sort of content, and you didn't give into the that harsh side. I don't want to use words, right? But
Sure.
it was beautiful to see you debate him. Yeah.
How do you feel about Donald Trump calling for the execution of some Democrats because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders?
So the perception of that for me, it almost seemed like it was a different form of rage bait, but it came from both sides. Honestly,
No, this was Trump explicitly calling for the execution of some Democrats because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders. I think that's not
Yeah,
rage
that
bait.
was
I
a
think
play
that's
on
quite
order.
literally the president of the United States engaging in death threats.
Right, and I can see how it could be perceived as that, but I also think that that was a play on words, because honestly, I think you can assume where I come from, like where I'm at right now in my life, just from my profile picture. But honestly, man, we sign on the dotted line. We sign a contract, and we follow the Constitution to a T. And anything that comes to an illegal order or anything that's immoral or takes it out on our own people, my job explicitly tells me that I can reject and deny, and it's
Yeah.
happened multiple times.
So then the service
like
member that
I
was
haven't had any
that was
illegal
saying that
orders.
you should do that was not engaging in treason or sedition, and Donald Trump claiming that's treason or sedition is a huge threat to our entire system.
Right. But I could say the same thing about Tim Walz, right? He just wants to protect his own state. I love myself a good Minnesota flea market. I have a really good time over there in Minnesota, some Moondog games, some baseball games, right? But Tim Walz also wants to defend himself at the same time. And that's just an example. I'm not
What
giving you
did
the
Tim Walz
main
do that was
guy.
bad?
No, I mean he doesn't like how ICE or Trump is in his state or down his throat, as I might say, right? And at the same time, his press releases, his press conferences, when there's federal agents within his state, and they hypothetically may have found some fraudulent activity or some illegal immigrants. because
They
there's
have
a
been
lot of,
investigating this since 2021,
Yeah, well, that's what he said too.
and that was
So,
the
that's
FBI
a
under
confirmed.
under the Biden-Harris administration.
Yeah, that was a confirmed, rate from both sides. Tim Walz, his administration, and also Trump's. as well. And it also went all the way down to, Biden's administration too. So you
Yeah,
can
so
respect the fact that they kept their honesty, but nothing was done. You see?
what the issue is that the claim that Tim Walz is like limiting like sort of any accountability from being held on behalf of people specifically that were involved with committing fraud, I think is ridiculous. Like I do think that like there's no
Wait,
good
could you say
argument
that
to
one
apply
last
it
thing
to him.
again? I'm so sorry.
There's no good
You
reason to
said-
say that Tim Walz is responsible for any fraud.
I wouldn't say he's responsible, but maybe lack of oversight, and that's what the news doesn't cover, even both sides. Like when
I
I
don't
listen
think
to
that
both,
he even had a lack of oversight. I think that they did investigate this and look into this. And Tim Walz is literally completely 100% unrelated to even how much was applied
right.
in terms of the
Well,
investigation. So
that's
that's
the
not the
thing that
governor's
doesn't
role.
get covered. Yeah, that's the thing that doesn't get covered, right? Like Tim Walz's role in this economy, or his economy. I'm so sorry. Okay, his role is to essentially run his state. Okay, his role is not to investigate fraudulent activity if there is any, right? If this is the hypotheticals we're talking about. Okay, it's not his role. His role is to put policies in, and it's up to his would we say predecessors, or like people around him, or like people that run different chapters of his office, right? Like it. Tim Walz, his responsibility is to pass policies that sound and look good on paper, right? And if they work, which half of them at the very least have, okay, but there's so many people that can't run those exact programs. They start from fresh, they're caught for embezzling. The same thing happens for the United States government, Congress itself. United States Army housing was caught for embezzlement because they weren't fixing the black mold in barracks. So that's a hint in what I do. Okay, but seriously, man, like his job, and I feel bad for him because he's sitting there on the spotlight. He just wanted to do good, but good things did not happen. At the very least, half of a percent that it just didn't do good in his administration.
Okay, so this whole argument that you're making, I think is just not a good one, especially because this isn't applicable to all the different funding that you're referencing. You're only referencing one particular funding mechanism, which, again, if they see that there's particular fraud within, they're obviously going to address to a greater extent. There's nothing more Tim Walz could have done in addressing this, so obviously I see there to be no reason to apply any level of accountability to him in terms of this at all, given that he literally did nothing in relation to this.
Right. Yeah, but for some reason he's being held accountable as.
And if you care about fraud, then you should care about the fraud that Donald Trump has pardoned. Donald Trump has pardoned multiple people who have been convicted of fraud.
Yeah, can you educate me, please?
Yeah. For example, I got you. So there was a few situations. For fraud, there was or I can give a few actually. There's there's Donald Trump pardoning a convicted trafficker of drugs to our country, the ex-president of Honduras. That violates his particular position on that. There's also Todd and Julie Chrisley, who were I'm pretty sure they were convicted of fraud as well, and Donald Trump pardoned them.
I remember the Chrisleys. I remember them.
Yeah, there's also other examples I could find as well. There's plenty of others.
I assume as much. I just can't do by name, so I know what you're talking about there.
Do you know who George Santos is as well?
I actually don't. Could you educate me?
Well, it's not relevant for me to continue to go through, but I was just only bringing that up in case you didn't know who they were.
I don't need to verify, so you could just give me the logistics on that one.
Yeah, no, I was just bringing that up in case you knew who they were, right? Specifically,
Okay.
just because like they're like some well-known person that specifically committed fraud. There are others examples
You hear
as
a lot
well.
of names on the news, so.
The point I'm just trying to get to is that Donald Trump explicitly has been involved in fraud, right? And in things that he has argued against from his own administration's perspective. Okay. So he's
You're talking
calling
about the
out
mortgage
quote unquote
fraud
narco terrorism and fraud, and he's pardoning both of those.
Yeah, I could see how that would be to cover his ass, right? Respectfully, of course. Like, he'd use that to cover his ass in the future. if he was to be federally indicted or, impeached on these counts, right? So I could definitely see that. Maybe I need to look more into that, just because I trust him as a guy that makes me feel powerful, right? It makes me as an individual, my family, right? Like half my family, like 13 siblings, so you got the odds, right? Half my family is kind of like, LGBTQ plus friendly. Other ones are conservatives, and they're kind of like, in lack of better words, racist Nazis, as it may. So it's like half and half. I'm like in the middle. I was born in the middle, so I get like both sides, and it's flipping hilarious. It's hilarious to see them kind of duke it out. They still love each other. They do their things, but and I'll be honest, the first administration with Trump, right? My sister and her wife would comment on these inactions, right? At first, it was in conservative views, Trump derangement syndrome, and in their views, it's like he's ruining everybody. He's ruining us. He's ruining whatever you have it, okay? But this time, it's almost the same view that I have, right? He helped the economy, as in me as the individual, okay? And that's talking about my paycheck, okay? My paycheck, I've seen an incredible increase in raises and more corporate funding, especially for them. I mean, they talked about refinancing their home and getting, record low mortgage rates, and maybe that's where our minds are, because all we want to do is raise a family. That's all we want to do, right? I'm not crazy. You have to say at least one good thing about Trump, and me, I lived it, right? Like, I, at the very least, have an opportunity to build a home for me, my family to come stay with me, my future children, because I'm going to be pumping them
That
out.
has
Family
nothing to
13
do
on
with
me.
Trump. Okay,
Well, it feels like it does.
Trump didn't do anything to be able to benefit that. And then in terms of mortgage rates, we're definitely not like record low right now. We actually are higher than what we typically are because of the fact that there has been upward pressure on inflation. So again, all of the conditions
It was 8% under Biden, which I know you can argue that. Please don't give me that face, okay, Mr. Parker? All right, like, okay, it was 8% under Biden, and you can argue that technically it lingered away from the Trump administration, so it lingered from the Trump administration. But now that we're back under Trump, which you can also argue it came from Biden, okay, now I'm down to 6.0. I'm down to 6.0, 5.99, 6.25 APR. Okay, like, come on, it's working right now. It's working. And even though I live in a carbon tax state, my gas last year under Biden was, $4.20, and now it's $3.40. But my family, and this is my argument, okay, my family, which lives in Missouri, we came from Iowa, same thing with Iowa a little bit, just a wee bit, okay, it's down to $1.82 to $2, $2.10 over there in our states, our favorite states, not Missouri, Iowa. I love Iowa. I mean, come on. There's a difference. There's at least one good thing about Trump. And I can name, at the very least, 5 good things about Biden. But I couldn't vote for Kamala because, she was a prosecutor, There's different things, and
You'd rather vote for the criminal?
Look, I can't confirm he's a criminal, okay? There's public perception, and I can see that.
It's
okay?
not just
There's
public perception, it's he was convicted beyond a reasonable doubt. Also, whenever I ask you for like a policy or something Trump did to cause this, there's not really one that's actually provided. It's simply just like because you feel like Trump did this, right? That is what makes you think that it led to that. So instead of that, can you give us like maybe a reason or an argument as to why? Like a policy maybe? Like what did he do to cause the situation in terms of gas prices or the economy to be better off?
Yeah, okay. This is just going off the rip here, so you got to forgive me for what I got. Okay. Let me just think here. But
I can thank
it's
some
a
people
joke.
while you think in the meantime.
I got you. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, for sure. Well, he thinks real quick. I have a few people to thank real quick. Lindsay again with the $5. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Melissa, thank you for the $2. Jamie, thank you so much for the $75 on Venmo. Can we get some W's for Jamie in the comment section right now for the $75 on Venmo? Thank you so much, Jamie. I really appreciate it. Can we get some W's for them in the comment section? Thank you for the kind words. Frank, thank you so much for the $5. I totally got you. I get you. Nick, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Give some W's for Nick in the comment section. Bruno, thank you so much for the $1. Thank you. I really appreciate it, Bruno. Chelsea, thank you for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And can we get some W's in the comment section for Chris with the $250 on Venmo? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can we get some W's for Chris in the comment section right now? I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. W's for Chris in the comment section. Thank you so much. They said Minnesota here. A-holes need to leave our donor state alone. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Chris. Thank you. Baba Gum, thank you so much. I really appreciate the Galaxy. Thank you. Again, W's for Chris in the comment section right now. Thank you. That is so very kind of you. Thank you so much, Chris. Again, spam W's for Chris. I want to see a bunch of them. A bunch of W's for Chris. As well as Colette. Thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I think I'm going to do the gummies. I'll grab them in a second. But thank you. Nick said dual income family and decent careers, and our budget is tighter than it was during COVID. And to be honest, thanks for what you're doing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, it is very, very unaffordable right now. There's definitely not good conditions for affordability. Puzzle, thank you so much for the $2. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Let me make sure I'm caught up on YouTube fully, and then we're going to go on and finish the conversation here. Paul again with the $2. Leon, thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Mad Scramble, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Climatologist, with no human influences, the climate would slowly cool into the next ice age due to predictable orbit changes. We are rapidly warming. Thank you so much, Mad Scramble, for the information. I appreciate it. Thank you. Jamie, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's intro to home ownership. I could start paying for one at 20. I could finish in 5 years after retire, and I can't afford the last 5 years, lol. Thank you so much, Jamie. Leon, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. Jamie again with the $10. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jamie. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Seriously, though, I really appreciate it, Jamie. As well as thank you for the $20. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I totally agree. I don't know why we can't acknowledge that. Thank you so much, Jamie. Ashley, thank you for the $1. Hellspace, thank you so much. I appreciate the $5. Silver, thank you for the $2. Brand, thank you for the $2. Tommy, thank you for the $10. Geo with the $5. Thank you. DK with the $5. Geo, thank you for the $2. Brand, thank you for the $2. And Leon, thank you for the $2. I think I'm fully caught up. If you're on YouTube again, hit that thumbs up. Help get out to more people. Try to get to 2,000 likes. I would really, really, really appreciate it. How many likes are we currently at? I think we're at like, what, 1,300? Let's try to get to 2,000 likes, everyone. I'd really, really, really appreciate it. Alrighty, did you figure out what you were going to say?
Yeah, thanks for giving me that time, for real.
For sure.
Okay. You're omnipotent, all right? But I like the tax relief programs. Okay, it lowered rates for like most brackets, double standard deductions, expanded child tax credits. I mean, every year.
Wait, sorry. Repeat what you said. Which one?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. I know it already got brought up, but I just want to touch base.
Yeah, with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, I have a study I can send you from a Harvard liberal and conservative economist that indicate around only 0.04 to 0.08 real GDP growth from the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which is not enough to justify the level of spending because we're not going to get an increase in tax revenue to be able to account for that. So the GDP increase is incredibly marginal, and we spend $190 billion of debt-related spending every single year in order to manage it.
Yeah.
Well, so it was really only $8 to $16 billion of GDP growth. But go for it, sorry.
Yeah, if you really think about it, it's a 3.04 increase every single year. And especially with a new, president, it's actually showed an average since, at the very least Obama, a 3.04 increase, pretty much an average with every president, So honestly, I feel like every president is honestly improving the economy, but it's also the uncontrollable increase and debt to income ratio and inflation that we honestly see on a day-to-day, because the average increase of inflation throughout the economy is 2.53%. Am I crazy? Am I weird? Yeah, it's like 3% kind of inflation increase. Yeah, but you also
the average
see
the rate of inflation that we want is 2%.
Is it 2%?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well,
which we are
I'm
above,
sorry to bring.
and they're putting upward pressure on inflation because of tariffs being implemented, which then creates conditions where we're going to be less likely to decrease interest rates.
Oh shoot, that makes so much more sense. Okay, well, I mean, like, if you really think about it, I mean, my federal, I know you assume, I just can't for the life of me tell you what I do. Just let everybody else assume. But like 2.5% increases every single year, no matter what. It's kind of
Here,
like
I'll
the
still be able to hear
general.
you. I just got to grab some real quick. I'll be right back. I'll still be able to hear you because I'm on my phone account.
Of course.
Go ahead.
Yep, I got you. Okay, so we got lower tax rates and the Jobs Act. We're just touching base. We got lowered rates for most brackets. We already touched base on that. So doubled standard deduction. I'm waiting on the memorandum for that to be allowed. So we're just waiting on that. Expanded child tax credit. That happens every administration, so you can't fight that. We're all here for that, no matter what. Okay, so 20% pass-through deduction for small businesses, if I remember correctly. Again, that's kind of something that they do by default every administration. But I'm just bringing it up because it's what
Not
they do.
every administration does this. Actually, quite literally, it sounds like you're naming off Kamala Harris's policies. The $25,000 tax credit for
20%. 20%.
Sorry, I can't speak. The $25,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers for new homes is a Kamala Harris policy. The $50,000 tax deduction for small businesses in the first year of their company, that's Kamala Harris's policy. And then also the increase in the child tax credit to $6,000 for the first year of a child's life, $3,600 through them being 5 years old, $3,000 to them being 18.
Right. Well, I mean, like, I know I touched base with you about, saving for a new home, because it is almost impossible in today's economy, no jokes aside, okay? But at first, we were actually supposed to pay upwards around 30% under Joe Biden. So we were going to pay $80,000, I'm so sorry, for our 5.5 acres over here in Washington. Y'all can look it up. And once, Trump took over, we waited until August to get this stuff. We paid 50, and I know, like, around 50.
So you're
right?
saying
You
there's
guys
a
don't have to
decrease in the
remember.
price of a house?
Yeah. Well, it's not a house. We got property. So, like I said, we were living frugal. We saved $120K by ourselves for 3 years. Okay. And that's us not having a very convenient life, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. We didn't really, we were very frugal for 3 years, saved $120K, dropped $50K for a new property in a liberal state, with all due respect.
Okay, I'm still not understanding. So are you saying that like the market was better off to buy because of Trump?
I feel like property prices are going to increase no matter what. I don't want to give you a fluent answer, but I can tell you that right after Trump took office, it went down 0.25%, and we waited until August, and now our interest rate's 7% just for property.
So interest
and then
rates
our
did
house
go
prices
down.
are going to go down to 5.99.
Okay,
like
well you're
once we
not.
get approved to
That's
build.
not has nothing to do with Trump. So what did Trump do to better these conditions? If you can't tell me what Trump did to better these conditions, you can't give him the benefit of the doubt and say that like, oh, just because it's happened under his administration, I feel like it's because of him.
Are you saying that it's lingering under Biden? Like Biden made these changes?
I'm saying that it could have been not done by either Biden or Trump, and it could just be a result of conditions that exist in the market, right? Unless you have something that you could particularly point to.
Yeah, I mean, possibly not. I simply bought the property, and now we're waiting for a house, and maybe he's playing the system, right? Like you were talking about earlier. Maybe he's playing the system. He's promising us this because he knows it's going to drop. And honestly, now I'm getting 5.25%, 6.25 APR. So you're right. Probably.
Again,
Like,
not
I just
because
don't
of
know,
Trump,
right?
but because of situations that exist in the economy, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
what would be the argument here for why you think that it's better off because of Trump?
I mean, honestly, a good portion of my bill, probably about $200 a month. I mean, energy independence. Every state's investing into this, but it's every state, right? So you got deregulation of domestic drilling. You got lower, well, like Colorado, for example. You got lower fuel and electricity costs, right? Because every state's kind of involving their own industry, right? You got lower fuel and electricity costs, right? And that brings my bill down. And I'm not kidding, like $300.
Electricity
It's
costs
not.
are more expensive right now. Grocery prices have gone up and become more expensive. There's practically
Since he took
practically
office, or
most of
like
the
right
ones you're
before?
referencing you were wrong about.
I'm wrong about the energy independence.
Yeah, we're not completely energy independent. We were
Right.
again, if you want to reference the level of energy independence, we would be energy independent to a greater extent if we were actually investing into conditions
Yeah.
for if we were sorry, I can't speak. If we were actually investing
I got you.
right into Jesus fuck, dude, I just completely lost where I was.
No,
Can you remind me
you
what you
can
were just
take
saying?
all the time you need. If you want to, yeah, no, I hear you. And
No, just
honestly, for
repeat
me,
what you were
like,
just saying. I'll remind myself.
yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I got you. Give me a sec. Deregulation of domestic drilling, lower fuel and electricity costs,
Oh,
energy's,
sorry. If they
basic
invest in
income for
renewable energy
food, shipping, and
production,
housing.
if they invest
Say
in
again.
renewable energy production, we're gonna have significantly better conditions in terms of energy independence.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like after he took office, and yes, just like you would go on about. Okay, like Biden probably put these programs together. I don't know. Okay, but all I know is after he took prominence, the counties actually put on a lot of like classes to help you reach like permit requirements. Because I have, for example, wetlands on my property. I have to meet certain requirements to protect the frogs. I have a lot of frogs on my property. I have a lot of spiders. I have a lot of this, but they also taught me how to hook up electrical properly. It saves me a lot of money, and it's free. It's pro bono through the counties, you know, and I assume that this is a waste of your time, and it's the states that are requiring this. Like it's the states that are like providing this. But it happened after Trump came into office, so you can understand my perception.
Yeah, so I guess like my point is that we should rely on things that are done by the president in order to claim that they've done something good or bad, and just because something's happened under their administration does not mean it's caused by them.
Okay. Okay. Keep going.
So I guess like the broader point that I would make is that the big beautiful bill, if you want tax cuts for working class Americans and for people who are in need, well then you should support the Democrats because they want tax cuts applicable to income earners who are lower and middle income, whereas Donald Trump disproportionately have his tax cuts going for rich and well off Americans, well connected Americans. So I think that we can increase taxes on income earners over $400,000 a year to be able to better pay for the budget. And I think that the Republicans are not willing to do that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I just want to like fight that on that because I still have connections to my Missourians, right? Rich still have 182 gas, and I have, 340 gas, right? Like, I'm gonna stop right there because I know you know, and carbon tax, and I brought that up, right? But at the same time, you really got to think about like what these states have going for us, like when I talk about CNN or I talk about Fox News, and I do mean CNN, meaning like MSNBC, right? All those other different, um, uh, whatever. Anyway, you know what I'm saying. Like I just have to say that Fox News is making the most sense on this, and maybe they're just super good at wording their inferiorities. I mean, like every single.
I don't see how you like Fox
news.
News.
Oh come
Like
on!
I
It's
don't
kind
see
of
how
fun.
so.
They rage bait you. They get you all riled up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a pretty good time sometimes.
When I'm looking for media and factual information about what's happened, I'm not looking to be rage baited.
Oh, that was my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, well, I watched CNN.
I'm not saying it's your bad. I'm just saying that's like, is that what you're
Yeah.
looking for, or were you trolling?
I was not trolling. I did not mean to do that. But I did tell you from the get off that I watched Fox News, but I also watched CNN. Okay, so
Okay.
please forgive me, Parker, please.
I'm not even saying you were doing bad necessarily. I'm just claiming that. I mean, I don't think you should get information from them because I don't think they were going to report good. But if you're corresponding that information with, other information, I think it's okay as long as you're looking at other information.
Yeah, no, I am, and I'm the same as you. So you have your perception, I have mine, right? So you get to see all forms of communication. I know you watch it, which is super respected, but I also watch it. But I might have a different and skewed form of communication that I
Okay.
get all my information
Can I
from.
ask you a question? If Donald Trump
Yeah.
called for the execution of some Democrats, would you still support him?
No, that's against my constitutional right.
Okay. Well, he actually did. He called for the execution of some Democrats, Mark Kelly, for example, who literally is a Democratic veteran in Congress, who just told people to follow the law, uphold the Constitution, and do not follow unlawful orders. That's all he
Yeah.
said. And Trump said he was engaging in seditious, perhaps even treasonous behavior, and quite literally reposted someone saying HANG them George Washington would.
Yeah, I mean that's where it kind of confuses me too, because I never got those explicit commands. Okay, I just want you to assume by my profile picture. Okay, like I never got those explicit commands. Okay, I never got that stuff from my chain of command, but we did, and this is for your information in the future. Okay, we did get safety briefing on the right and wrong way to perceive these comments, because we're not supposed to have comments on these things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, come on. We signed a contract, and I can tell you right now, you have many supporters on your side. We have many supporters on the other side, and we have many supporters in the middle. All right. We have no explicit commands from our side to disobey any lawful or unlawful orders. Okay. There is nobody over here saying, please deny me what I'm saying. All we're going to be doing next week is setting up a tent and tearing it down. Like that's straight up it. Like I have nothing, dude. I have nothing.
Well, no, he was just saying that to service members. So it's not necessarily every service member, but it's service members who would be getting orders like this. For example, he was literally ordering the military to draw up plans to invade Greenland.
Yeah, just like we did with Venezuela, which I think was crazy.
I mean, it's especially crazy to do it with a NATO ally, right?
Yeah, but you know what they say, Parky Poo, if you let me call you that. Okay, you know what they say. All right, when there's oil, all right, there's eagles calling. All right.
But that's not a good thing, right?
That's me having fun, man.
But that's a bad thing. Like, I guess like the point I'm making out of this is that he ran on like being anti the Iraq War, and then is literally doing the exact same thing using the exact same justification.
Shit, I want to say you're right, but it's just I mean, come on, you can't blame the army. You know.
No, I'm not blaming. I'm not blaming the army. I'm blaming Trump.
Okay.
Because he's the one who ordered them to do that.
They did it flawlessly, though. Come on, you got to say it. You got to say it. They kind of did it pretty nice. And this is not
I
me
think that people
rating.
say that because we're looking at our side in terms of there being deaths, but I mean there were Venezuelans that died, and they're also still threatening Venezuela.
Oh,
And they want to steal the oil. I don't think that's like showing care for the Venezuelan people. They also reinstated the same dictatorship. So.
Oh shit. I mean, like, could you deny that the Venezuelans, at the very least in America, weren't celebrating that we dominated his AKA democracy? Maybe
Well, I think that they've undermined. Like, I think that I could say he's illegitimately elected. So that's why, like, if you put the Maduro regime back in office, that you put an illegitimate regime back into office. So it wasn't about democracy, us bringing democracy to them. It was simply about getting their oil. And then he's just trying to steal stuff from Greenland as well.
Quite
So
legal for us to go and get him, but we got him. But like, so you're saying it's not like not super legal for us to like go and get him, but like, at what point do we have the right to go get him? Is what you're
no, that's not even necessarily what I was claiming. What I was claiming was that they weren't caring about establishing democracy, and they weren't trying to better the conditions for the Venezuelan people by doing this. I think honestly, it's his plan to essentially try to get everyone talking about this rather than talking about the Epstein files.
You know, actually, that's kind of like a joke, me and my wife, man. You know, because I be all married and stuff. You know, we have a good time here. But You know, we were actually like joking about that the other day. Like, what if it is a distraction? Because as of right now, we have no strict, I'm talking like strenuous proof. We have random pictures, okay? And we're honestly waiting for that good, jolly, good old time to get that stuff. You know, like you see the memes. Like, it's like, what will happen if you see your favorite celebrity in those files? Like, we've actually been pretty disappointed with what we've seen so far.
Would you support Trump if he was purposefully defending pedophiles?
Honestly, man, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Okay. Do you think that Trump is purposefully protecting pedophiles in the Epstein files?
Out of my honor for the United States of America, it's gonna be a negatory, man. I don't see anything right now. Okay, so you have to forgive
So you
me
think
on
he's
that.
not? So then there's not enough. So they're purposely violating the law and not releasing all of the Epstein files. So it's either that they do not have enough people working in government, they fired too many people in order for them to be able to uphold the basic tasks of the government that they're legally obligated to fulfill, or they're purposefully protecting pedophiles. It's one or the other. And I think it's very obvious that he's...
purposely protecting, like protecting pedophiles, man.
Yeah, if they're purposely protecting pedophiles, why do you still support him?
Because he makes me feel like a Samaritan who's heard, man. Like,
So you'd
all
vote
my
for
needs
someone
have been
who's
met so
protecting
far.
pedophiles because he makes you feel heard?
He's not protecting any pedophiles, man.
Okay, so they don't have enough people in the government working in order to fulfill basic tasks legally obligated by the government?
No, they don't have enough needs fulfilled to fulfill the requirement to prosecute them as said pedophiles. Like, it's
No, I'm just
it's
saying
straight
that
up
they
the
haven't
economy.
released all of the Epstein files, and Trump not releasing the Epstein files is hiding that information from being made public. So he's protecting pedophiles from being seen in the public.
Well, there's 2.5 plus million documents.
Yeah, and they
still
were supposed to
pending
release all of
review.
them, and they were supposed to give the explanations for all the redactions.
Yeah, but it was also approved that they protect the people involved and the victims. And yes, there was one or two victims that said, "I don't care, release them." But at the same time, you have to be a person. You have to be a person. I'm not defending any pedophile. Okay, you have to be a person. Okay, and you have to wait for the actual files. Guilty until innocent until proven guilty. I'm so sorry. Okay. I have to be that person until somebody happens. Okay, the minute I see a celebrity, right, like I'm disowning, I'm having all this different stuff, but at this point, I have no choice. What power do I have if I do see Trump? Okay, I'm not seeing anything, I'm not seeing anything provided at this time, but what do I do as a person? And you can educate me, okay? What do I do if I honestly disagree with what this man was involved with? What do I do? Tell me.
You stop supporting
Please.
him. Stop voting for him. Say that you don't support him anymore. That's all you have to do. You can still be a Republican.
Out of all I do,
Yeah,
my regime.
You can still be a Republican. Just say that you don't support him anymore and support some other Republican.
Yeah, but how do I do that? I mean, come on.
How do you do
half my
that?
page is
You say,
half my page
I
is
don't
you.
support Trump anymore. I support other Republicans instead. I'm a Republican against Trump. Say that.
Oh, come on. I can't say that. Come on.
Yes, you can.
I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing.
I feel like you're trolling me
Okay.
at this point.
Oh, I'm not trolling. I just talk a weird way. I'm a radio operator in my profession, okay? So you have to forgive my voice, okay?
Okay, no, but
I'm
the
just like
point
to
that I
talk
was
weird.
making was that, again, if, like, you obviously don't actually support him. You can be Republican and not MAGA. And you're, for some reason, not understanding that you can be a Republican and not MAGA.
But I see the good in people. And until there's something that's hard evidence, hard real, hard cement, and please educate me if I'm wrong. But
Trump was held liable
have
for
to be a
forcibly
good Christian
penetrating.
boy.
Trump was held liable for forcibly penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina against her will. He bragged about walking into the changing
he fought
rooms.
that and became innocent, but that's me trusting the
wait.
Justice Department, man.
No, the Justice Department indicated that he was guilty. He appealed that and he lost the appeal.
Yeah, but he wasn't held liable at the end.
He was.
Okay, he wasn't held liable.
He was held liable.
He wasn't held liable. Look it
Yes,
up.
he was.
Oh, come on.
He was held liable.
You're talking about Eugene Carroll, right? Am I
Eugene
crazy?
Carroll. Eugene Carroll.
I'm
He
trying to
was held
think about-
liable.
Okay, let's definitely come back to that. Please bring that up here in a sec. I'm trying to remember everything, okay? But I just know that he fought it, and Fox News, yes, you can make your face Parky Poo, okay? I have permission to call you Parky Poo, right? You good?
No.
Oh, shit. Okay, my bad. Okay, what can I call you? I want a nickname for you, man.
I do feel like you are trolling.
I'm not. I've been talking to you pretty realistically for the past hour, man.
We haven't been talking for an hour, have we? Holy
pretty-
shit. Oh my god.
Oh, come on. Pretty close.
It's been
You
52 minutes? Oh my god. Holy
I'm sorry
fuck,
that we
dude.
get along so well.
Alrighty, well, is there anything else you have to say before I go on to the next person?
Honestly, man, no. We get along, but as long as you get me on the next one where there's, prior convicted fucking people who talk to you, fucking, I'm good. I'm good.
Alright, I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah, I love you, man.
Appreciate you. Let's go on the next individual and listen to guest request. If you meet that set of criteria, list on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up. If you're on TikTok, tap that screen. It helps get out to more people. Plus, I was going to let everyone know, I reopened up my Snapchat. I'm going to be actually using it and posting stuff to it in case anyone actually does use it. You can just look at Parker Get a Job on Snapchat. Via, thank you for the Galaxy. Thank you so much. I haven't fully... I completely forgot what the account was, but I found it, so... I'll be posting stuff to there, just like my normal posts and stuff, in case you want to see it. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
35.
And do you support Donald Trump?
Yeah.
If you could go back in time.
Do you believe if you do the crime, you do the time, and then that's it? You're done? Because you keep bringing up his crimes, and he paid for it, right?
Well, I believe that when it comes to certain things that you do, I believe that certain things are unforgivable. Okay? So, for example,
So you don't believe in the justice system? Is that what you're saying?
No, I do. I just think that certain things are morally unforgivable. For example, I think that he was held civilly liable for forcibly penetrating Eugene Carroll's vagina against her will.
Yeah,
I think that's really...
He paid for it. He paid for it in the he went to court and he paid for it. Why do you keep bringing it up?
So, he was held civilly liable for forcibly penetrating Eugene Carroll's vagina against her will. Him paying for it doesn't take away the fact that this happened. And this is something that, given that it happened, is something that you shouldn't support him based upon.
No, what I'm saying is that, dude, people do crimes. They go to court. They pay their whatever. They pay their dues. The dude, he paid his dues. Stop bringing it up.
Okay.
It's not relevant anymore.
It is. So, for example, if someone was held civilly liable of forcibly penetrating a child against their will, would you say that we should stop bringing it up and we should just be okay with voting for them because of the fact that they already paid it?
It depends on our justice system. Then
I would depends on the justice system? That's ridiculous. In no circumstance would you want to support
I would
a
blame the
P3DO.
justice system, not the person. I would blame the justice system. Because...
You wouldn't blame the pedophile?
No, obviously I blame...
Okay. So then again, would you vote for someone that was held civilly liable of sexually abusing a child because they already paid for it?
No, I would, but I would also...
Okay, so then this whole argument you're making that because they already paid their dues, that means you're not going to hold them accountable, is an embarrassing argument you don't actually hold to.
No, dude, You're bringing up an extreme example, first of all, okay?
I'm bringing up an irrelevant example.
A little bit extreme, though.
How so?
You're going for the worst of the worst and then saying, hey, do you agree with this? Come on.
How? How is it overly extreme? Right? Because I'm saying that this is your reasoning.
Yeah, but I'm also using your reasoning against you, where I say that, you know what? maybe there's something wrong with the justice system that would allow somebody like that to get off the hook, right? So,
Okay, so if it's wrong with the justice system, why do you support them?
what, the justice system or the
Yeah,
person?
like why do you support the justice system? Specific. No, sorry, I can't speak. Why do you support the person, given that you think that the justice system made an issue in not keeping them held accountable for this, or ensuring that they're held accountable continually for this?
Because I believe if you do the crime, you do the time. I think that
Okay,
you're
how about this? So then you shouldn't have voted for Donald Trump because he was convicted of 34 felonies, and you voting for him ensured that he didn't do his time.
Okay, he didn't do his time, but he paid the crime. So like,
No, he
it's,
didn't. He actually didn't. He didn't pay for his crime because you guys voted for him.
What do you mean he didn't pay?
He
didn't pay-
literally
he didn't pay for
didn't
lawsuit?
go to prison because you guys voted for him. He was
Okay,
convicted,
that's not what I'm
and he
talking
didn't
about.
go to prison because you guys voted for
Okay,
him.
but he
So
paid- he
if
paid
you
for,
think that
like,
people who
43
do the
million.
crime should do the time, well, then you shouldn't have supported and voted for Donald Trump because you
No, I
ensured
said
that he was not
people who do the
doing his
crime-
time by voting for him.
No,
You
no, no.
ensured
I
that
said
was going to
people who
happen.
do the crime should do the time or pay the fine. Okay, There's
And he
three-
didn't
three
pay a
parts.
fine. He didn't do the time either.
All right, dude,
No
this
fine,
is
no
not what
time.
I did not want to discuss this. This is not what I came up here for. I'm not
Okay,
sure how
well,
we got here.
I mean, you can still address the point, the reality of the matter that Donald Trump, literally, you should not have voted for him because that ensured that he was not held accountable.
I mean, no, I don't think so. I disagree. But
You
that's
disagree,
not what
but
I
then
came
you're
up
not really giving an argument or a reason as to why.
Yeah, because I don't want to talk about this, dude. I didn't come up here to talk about this. Like, this is not the topic I want to talk about. Yeah, I agree. He did some shady shit. Like I'm not talking about this. Okay, I
Okay.
don't want to talk. I
What do
would
you
like
want to talk about then, buddy?
I would like to talk about some positive things that he's done. Okay, let me how do I say it? Let me get you. Let me. All right. So you agree that the Operation Warp Speed was good, right? Let me butter you up. Right?
Yeah,
You
I
agree
think
that
Warp
was
Speed
good?
was good.
Okay. So do you think that his foreign policy is actually not terrible? Like what he's doing in Venezuela and what he's considering doing in Iran may not be the worst thing, right? We have 2,500 unalived protesters, right? Should we take action? I think so, right? Yeah.
Okay, so you think that people, you think an administration murdering protesters, right, is going to be reason to take out that government and fight against them? Well, then you think it's reason to fight against the Trump administration.
No, I think no, they're two different things here, right? One person compared to 2,500 people. Okay, like, do you?
Okay,
do
so then you agree with doing
I'm
that
asking
in
you-
Russia
no,
too,
I'm
right?
Look, you're avoiding answering the question.
Wait, so no, to clarify, you agree with doing that with Russia as well, right?
No,
No?
they have deterrent weapons. We can't do that with Russia. Okay.
Okay, well,
Would I agree if they didn't?
Well, couldn't you say the same
Would
thing
I
with
agree if
Iran?
No, they don't. They don't have.
They don't have weapons?
They don't have weapons that are, able to deter us as a country.
Okay. Oh, they do.
No, they don't.
They have weapons that can murder U.S.
Yeah, they don't have nukes, dude. That's what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying.
nukes is the only thing? So you're saying whatever country doesn't have a nuke, so would you support doing that to North Korea?
No, they have a nuke. Obviously, we can't do it to them.
Okay. Would you be in support of doing it to any country that doesn't have a nuke?
That is a dictatorship and impacting their people negatively.
Yeah.
Then we have a discussion there. Yeah.
So you
I
agree
may not
with
be
regime
against it.
change, U.S. regime change?
I worked in Panama, right?
Then why are you okay with Donald Trump reinstating a dictatorship in Venezuela? Why are you okay with the regime change, which has historically not led to more stabilization and
First of all,
democratic elections? Historically speaking, regime change has been very ineffective. What is the success rate of U.S. regime change?
percentage-wise, not great. Not great.
Incredibly
But
low. So this whole reason that we need to be involved without any evidence indicating that it'll be effective is embarrassing. It's horrible for our country,
no,
right? And also
dude,
does not benefit us.
you're trying to escape the point that I'm making. That
And
wh-
wait, by
where
the way, you're
basically-
you're so worried about other countries. You're not focused here on America first.
dude, I'm talking about, dude. Do you really not think that? First, let's bring it down to a base level. You agree that what's going on in Iran is bad, right? Fair to say.
Yeah, obviously there are things that are happening in Iran that are bad. I just don't think the U.S. is the world's police, and I don't think that U.S. regime change has been beneficial. The U.S. has tried regime change
If not
multiple
US,
times
then
with their
who? Nobody's
within.
nobody's gonna do shit. Nobody's gonna do shit.
Well, I
about
think
it,
the U.S.
okay?
being involved has destabilized Iran. The U.S. has done multiple regime change efforts in Iran, and it has not been effective.
Okay, you're talking about like what 70 years ago. It's different now.
And
Well, it's different.
it's been even recently than that. So again, the whole point is that again, it hasn't been effective. It hasn't led to better circumstances. You're saying it was a long time ago. That's just even more evidence that it hasn't
Dude,
stabilized the region.
I think you're just arguing because you're stuck in your like own perspective of like, hey, let me vouch for democratic values. Period. And I think that this situation is
Are
different.
you
dude.
essentially just trying to say I have TDS?
I don't know what that is.
Trump derangement syndrome?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Do you?
Maybe? No, I definitely don't. I think you have PDS.
What's that?
Just replace Trump with Parker.
No, I don't have Parker derangement syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
any
just-
person,
I'm just-
any
dude,
person in the chat
look,
that says
look.
anything critical about Parker has PDS. Okay.
Dude,
Don't listen to what they have to say.
Look, you make logical sense most of the time. I just think that you're wrong on this part of it. That's all. That's all I'm
How
saying.
am I wrong?
I think you're wrong because I think that we do like. Yes, I know you're saying that we should not be the world police, but you know what? At the end of the day, yeah, we are. We are the world police, right? We need to step in when things are going horribly wrong.
Okay, so
And I
then
think things are going
you want to
horribly
step
wrong
in and you want to help out the Congolese people. You want to help out specifically the Sudanese people who are being genocided. You want to help out
honestly,
the
I think
Palestinians.
with
You want to help
Rwanda,
out. Wait,
yeah,
so
we should have stepped in.
everywhere
I
around the
agree.
world where there are negative things happening, you want to help out. So then the U.S. is going to be literally at war with half the world. Okay, and if the U.S. is at war with half the world, how the fuck are we going to focus on things that we need to fix here at home?
Bro, because what we have here at home is not as important as things like
You see,
like
the fixing problems here is not as important as all of these things happening all around the world.
when
Oh,
you
so
talk-
it sounds
when you
like
talk- when you bring
it
up
sounds
things
like
like
you
Rwanda-
don't care about
No,
America
no.
first, and you want to do other things about other countries around the world. Do you see how quickly the reasoning in Trump supporters changed immediately as soon as Trump's tune changed?
What I'm saying is when you bring up things like Rwanda, right, it makes our problems like not as bad, right? There are other issues that are bigger than America, okay? And what I'm saying is this is one of them where we should step in and do something about it, right? And also, first of all, if you're like we have America as a whole, right? We have a few antagonistic countries, right? We have Russia, we have China, and then we have Iran, right? If we can utilize this opportunity to get rid of one of them, that's a huge thing. That's
Yeah,
a
so then
massive thing.
why didn't Trump put more pressure on Russia? Why didn't he try to arrest Putin?
Well, first of all, because like we spoke earlier, nukes, right?
Aren't
Nukes,
they
that's
already
why.
threatening using nuclear weapons? Didn't they already?
I know, but that's
And
why we
secondly,
can't do it, dude. That's why we can't do
you
it.
say
That's why we
say,
can't do
oh,
it.
we can't do this because of nukes. Okay, well then, if that's the reason, how are you going to get rid of Russia or China then? They have nukes. You can't do anything.
Well, look, let's start with Iran,
And
then
aren't you
we'll
just giving greater
work that out.
justification to Russia and China to continue engaging in imperialism by engaging in U.S. imperialism?
No.
Yes,
Because first
you're
of all,
literally.
no, first of all,
You guys
no,
are
we
literally
defend-
using the same justification that Russia is using to take aspects of Ukraine in terms of trying to take Greenland, in terms of trying to take and steal oil from Venezuela, and then you guys
Bro,
act like it's
Greenland
not
is
the same
not-
thing. Trump is a wannabe Putin.
Greenland is not a serious thing, dude. Don't even bring that
No,
up.
you say it's not serious. Well, the Trump admin disagrees with you. Marco Rubio disagrees with you. Stephen Miller disagrees with you. Donald Trump
Bro, he
disagrees
says-
with you. They have been saying this is serious policy of the Trump administration. That's what they've been saying.
No, dude, they've been saying a lot of things, right? It's rhetoric, right? It's just hyping up the beast. That's all he's doing.
So you claim it's just hyping up the beast. We're just doing this in order to be able to get our side riled up. Well, then the entirety of the administration, in terms of the policy experts, would not be indicating this is legitimate policy. Trump wouldn't have asked military experts to literally draw up a plan to take over Greenland. What are you talking about? It's like you don't critically think. It's like you are literally not going to be able to hold Trump accountable until after he does the horrible shit he does. Like, genuinely, use your brain. Think, please, dude.
I am thinking, first of
No,
all.
you're not, man.
Second of
I'm
all,
serious, dude. You should be able to say before he does it that it's bad that he's advocating to do this instead of just saying, oh, well, he hasn't done it yet, therefore I'm just going to say it's not serious until when he actually does it, then I'll support it. That's literally what's going to happen.
The reason why I'm not saying that is because I believe that we've entered a different stage of politics where rhetoric counts for more than, than it used to before. Right? And saying things to rile up your base works. And so that's what he's doing, or what I believe he's doing. And I think, going back to our original conversation, I think that, for instance, he recently said, like, hey, don't do anything to the protesters who you imprisoned to Iran, right? Do you not think that was a good thing to say? Could a broken clock not be right twice a day?
So it can be correct twice a day, but the point that I'm not that you're not understanding here is that doesn't mean that Trump is right for this action. I do think threatening conflicts around the world and not focusing on America is actually a problem because of the fact that the U.S. historically engaging in all of these different types of conditions around the world has, again, not led to better conditions in all these circumstances. Let's focus on what we already have power over. Well, let's focus on maintaining our allyships. Let's focus on maintaining our allyships with our allies, not threatening to annex them and threatening to disband NATO.
This is happening now. Action needs to be taken out. You can't just wait it out and say, hey, let's focus on ourselves and then come back to it later. Because later may never happen, right?
Well, it depends on what we're referencing. I think that in this situation, if you're saying that you just want to better the conditions, well, then you have to use that same reasoning in all these other countries around the world that you're not doing so right now. Okay? And by the way, then you're going to involve yourself around the entire world, and I don't think that's manageable. Okay? So it's either you're going to use selective reasoning, right, and you're only going to apply it, cherry pick certain reasons in order to be able to apply it in just some cases, but not all cases in terms of the development of certain countries, but then you aren't going to care about others is also an interesting point. And then secondly, it's, again, going to just justify reasonings that's going to constantly keep us in forever wars around the entire world instead of focusing here at home. So does it literally limit us from being able to help out Americans? Absolutely. Absolutely it has. So although it might not seem like that's the case, and like, yes, we can do two things at once, I'm not disputing that, the overall justification of continually engaging in this gets us continually involved for literally decade after decade after decade. It's embarrassing, and we're literally destroying our reputation around the world. We're destabilizing countries around the world. We're not creating better conditions in their countries. So what's the real benefit? The benefit is genuinely just for the defense contractors, the the oil companies, the businesses that are going to be making lots of money off of this, off of the backs of the American taxpayer.
No, I disagree with you there. I don't think those are the only beneficiaries of it. Right? The people are beneficiaries as well. Okay.
You keep saying that, but like where? How you said the success rate was really low. So you're at least at the bare minimum, you're fucking gambling. You're gambling with their livelihood.
Success
You
rate
see what I
is
mean?
low,
You are the one gambling. It's not even their determination themselves. You're the one doing it.
No, they initiated it All
No,
we're
it's not.
doing is helping them.
What?
And I
What do you
think
mean?
that is,
That's not true.
yeah, it is. It is
And
true.
also, you say we're helping them. So again, that's like literally the claim of regime change throughout history. And it wasn't just we're helping the country. And in plenty of circumstances, it was bolstering dictatorships, military dictatorships. It was bolstering just whatever
No,
side is going to
it was
be
not.
able to give more oil to the American oil companies. Like seriously, the interests here are corrupted. We do not have correct interests going into any of these circumstances, so they are just manipulating you. I'm sorry, that's what they're doing. I have to tell you, they're literally manipulating you, just like they did with the Iraq War, just like they did in the Middle East. They are manipulating you with the exact same justifications, with the exact same reasoning to try to make you think that this is in the interest of this country, it's in the interest of their countries, when historically speaking, there is literally no justification for that.
Parker, I agree with other points that you've made. I think that you're wrong on this one, dude. I really do think you're wrong on this one because I do think that this is going to benefit the world, honestly, by enacting regime change, like by doing this one time. Like I agree
That's
that
what
in the
we
past
said with
it has not
every
worked
single
out.
involvement.
I
You
know,
agreed that the success rate is incredibly low. You're gambling with their
dude.
livelihood. You're
I know, but it's not.
destabilizing our ability to be able to address problems in our country because of you. You are literally bolstering
Okay,
what.
how about this? How about
Go
this?
ahead.
How about if America were to just enact, warfare to enable internet access to be allowed? Is that okay? Do you agree with that?
Repeat that one more time.
If we were to get involved just to give Iranian people access to the internet, is that okay?
If we had the ability to click a button and we were able to increase access to the internet in all places around the world, would I agree with that? Yes.
No,
The
no, no.
issue
I'm talking
is
about
that
specifically
there are
Iran.
limitations in terms of literally enforcing that. If I was Thanos and I could snap and the world were a better place, I would do it. That's not reality, though. We don't live in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I know what I'm saying is that if that like I'm trying to like come at a very baseline level, agreement here. Okay, where we agree that some action that the United States takes in Iran would be good. Okay, and I think that if we can agree that, all right, if they activate their internet access, is that a bad thing?
Again, if you had the ability to just do so by clicking a button and that was all around the world, I would
No, it
support
takes more
that.
than clicking. It
What
takes
you're not
more than
understanding is that it does take more than that, and given that it does, then obviously I don't think that it's the U.S.'s duty to do this. If it means that we're going to be involved in forever wars for fucking ever, and it's never going to end, then no, I do not support sending American
forever
troops to
war, dude.
forever wars to try to benefit conditions
a
in other countries,
forever
which
war. It's not a
historically
forever war.
speaking we have
Stop saying
actually
that.
not benefited.
Stop saying it's a forever war, dude. It's not.
It is a forever
war.
war. It literally is,
It's
dude.
not.
We've been involving ourselves in the Middle East forever, man. And it's like there's a never-ending plan for regime change, and it's like always claimed to be this sort of benefit. The arguments are always the same, and people keep defending it. I don't know why this keeps happening. Why do we keep over and over again, right, recycling through the same
So
fucking
then,
shit, dude?
would you feel better if a proxy was used to, quote unquote, press that button?
I don't think that we should be involving ourselves at this point because of the fact
So we
that
support a
historically
proxy
speaking
who
there have
would-
not been benefits of doing so. Could there, in a hypothetical sense, be benefits?
what I
Of course. The issue is that it's very unlikely to happen, and has historically speaking not happened.
What I'm saying is, should we support a proxy who would enact that change?
I don't see any benefit of doing that.
Okay, I think that we disagree on this point, and yeah, I think that we have a different opinion on here, and I think that
You think
maybe
the U.S.
think
should be
that-
focused on things happening all around the world rather than actually developing plans for here? Like, watch this. Can you name what's Trump's healthcare plan?
I know it is. His healthcare plan.
Yeah.
It's putting money into Americans' pockets to not and letting them dictate their healthcare is what he's.
So no plan.
No, it is a plan.
That's not a plan.
I'm not saying it's
That's
a
literally
great
just
one, but
saying
it's a plan.
people will dictate it themselves.
Yeah, by giving them the money back, right?
Okay, so you're going to give people like stimulus checks to pay for healthcare?
I think that's his plan. Yeah, something like that. What do you keep
Nope,
looking at?
he's
dude?
not doing that.
What do you keep looking at?
What am I looking at?
Yeah, you keep looking down. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fidgeting with stuff.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, that's his healthcare plan. Okay. Like maybe you don't agree with it, but that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, so to clarify,
You asked me that. No, you asked me that specifically because you know.
Yeah, no,
like,
let me keep going. Let me keep going. So there's a few issues here with this. This is not an overall plan. This is not enough to be able to address people's lack of access to healthcare in this country, right? The idea of the HSA, right, does not actually fully benefit Americans or provide them a legitimate option in terms of health insurance or healthcare to any greater extent. Also, it also just creates an incentive for all of those companies that are already selling health insurance to just increase their prices. Like seriously, they're just going to increase prices.
Obamacare
Okay,
increased
so that's why
prices,
we
dude.
need to ensure that they have to do it based upon market conditions. Like we have certain price caps, like we have certain types of models where we're going to have a multi-payer option where there's going to be a public option with such bargaining power that they can kind of set the prices
Obamacare
themselves.
increased the prices. Obamacare increased the prices. Can we agree on that?
And I think that that's going to obviously be a result of the fact that you guys aren't willing to do a full public option, right? And the fact that you guys are only willing to do a
What do you
partial
think?
funding of the system. So if we had a public option, then we wouldn't have an increase in any of the prices. Obviously, if you do just give money to people, right, to be able to pay for healthcare, it will, if there's a broad increase in the money you just give to people to like a huge percentage of the population, it will increase expectations for how much people have the ability to pay for, therefore increasing the price on behalf of what the supplier is willing to provide.
Which Obamacare
Unless
did,
you have
right?
enough of a bargaining power specifically on behalf of the public option where you're going to be able to set the prices yourself just because of the fact that you have so much bargaining power. So if you want to
Which you
benefit
did.
those conditions, then obviously what you need to do in that circumstance is support a public option. Now, again, it's more preferable to have the ACA rather than no ACA because it ensures that people would have access to care, whereas otherwise they wouldn't have had access to it. But of course, it is preferable to have a public option comparative to the ACA where not everyone is covered.
Okay. Well, first of all, possibly what you're saying is true. Okay, sure. Maybe a public option is beneficial, but like also Trump has done that, right? He
No, he's not.
reduced the price. He reduced the price of insulin, right? So
Okay, so
that's
that
a
was
start.
for parts of Medicare. Kamala Harris expanded that through the Inflation Reduction Act to expand
I
it
know,
to all aspects of
Kamala's not
Medicare.
president. Kamala's not president though.
She was the tie-breaking vote.
Okay, but she's not president, so
She was
stop
vice
bringing up
president and
what
she actually
could have
did
done.
something. Can you tell me one thing JD Vance has done as vice president other than hump the couch?
I don't think he humped the couch, but no, I can't do anything any VP has done besides Dick Cheney.
So
Okay?
obviously you can't and you're not informed enough to make a claim specifically about vice presidents. And I bet you like
No,
JD Vance.
I'm informed enough to
Like
know
who would
that
you rather vote
they
for,
don't do-
Kamala Harris or JD Vance?
I mean, if you give me those two options, like obviously, the answer is obvious.
Yeah, you tell me.
No, I'm saying the answer is obvious. I'm not gonna answer it, but like it's obviously.
Why
I'm
won't
not
you
gonna-
answer it? It's so weird. Just answer the question.
Because
Couch 2028?
one guy was acclaimed to hump a couch. Obviously, I'm not going to vote for somebody who, allegations were spread that he humped a couch, dude. I'm not going to vote for that.
You're trolling, right?
I'm not trolling, dude.
So you would vote for Kamala Harris?
if you're giving me those two options and only those two options, then I don't really have a choice.
Okay. Alrighty. Hey, hey, if it's Newsom versus Vance, who would you rather vote for?
Bro, can you bring up anyone else besides?
You
some
really
dude
don't
that's
like Vance, do
allegations?
you? You know he's
Yeah, I'm
probably
just
gonna be
saying.
your candidate, right?
You know, I don't think so. I'm not sure.
I
I'm not sure
genuinely,
about that.
I've asked so many people this question. I have no fucking clue what JD Vance has done. Like, genuinely. I don't think anyone does. And
Bro,
I can't
we don't
wait for
know
you guys
what
to run him
VP.
because I'm going to ask this question so much and no one's going to know the answer. And it's going
Bro,
to be
the
so
only
fun.
reason why the only reason why you know what a VP has done is because Kamala had a lot of tie-breaking votes, right? Otherwise, you would not
She
know
had the
who
most
the fuck she
tie-breaking
was.
votes in U.S. history of any vice
I know, but
president.
that's the only
So
reason why you
she
know anything.
literally did the most, and that's why we know. So, by the way, you
I
can't
know.
mention anything JD Vance has done. I literally don't know what JD Vance has done.
I know. The only reason, what I'm saying is, the only reason why you know that she's done anything is because of that, right? Because she did one thing that she was elected in office to do tie-breaking votes, right? But
And
like,
also, she raised private funds for Central
if
American countries to reduce the likelihood of people coming here based upon economic insecurity.
okay, but you would not know shit about the VP if not for that.
I
Yeah.
do. I do know
No,
things.
I'm saying you wouldn't if she wasn't the tie-breaking vote every single time, right?
You mean I wouldn't know things about her if
In
I
a
knew?
lost
Wait, to
Congress.
clarify. I wouldn't know things about her if I didn't know that one particular thing about her? Like, I'm just confused.
Yeah. You
So
would not know shit about
that
her.
just doesn't make any sense. Like, I could know
It
other
does
things
make
about
sense.
her.
Dude, you knew one other thing that was played out all over all the headlines, okay? Like, look, we don't know what VPs do. We don't know shit about it,
But
right?
you
Maybe we know.
genuinely wouldn't vote for Vance, right?
I wouldn't vote for somebody who banned the couch or allegations that were spread about
But
that, okay?
but you would vote for someone who has allegations of raping women? You care more about a couch than you care about women.
No. No,
Yeah,
we're not
wait, so
going
you
down that
wouldn't
road.
vote for someone held civilly liable of forcefully penetrating a woman's vagina against her will?
Dude, can you stop
Who has
bringing up
26
your,
plus
your
people that have accused them of sexual
you stop?
misconduct?
Can you stop?
Again, he there's more consideration for a couch, chat, than there is for
No,
women
there's not.
under his view.
No, ignore that. That's not true.
You
That's not
know
true at
you
all.
know exactly that that's true, and you have no argument against it.
No, it's not true. I
Then
just
provide
said
an argument.
I don't want to talk about this.
You don't want to talk about it. So that's
Yeah.
not an argument. You just don't want to hear the truth. You just got called
No,
out, and you don't want to hear it.
No, I don't. Look, you do the crime, you pay the fine, you do the time,
So
whatever.
you said the fucking bullshit. So get held accountable for the bullshit. You engaged in the crime. Now take the damn fucking fine, and respond.
Yeah. Okay, he's paying the fine.
You're paying the fine right now. Respond.
Dude, I don't want to talk about this.
No,
I
you
know
pay the
what's-
crime. Pay for the crime. You said it. You are
I didn't
talking
do the
about it.
crime. I didn't do the
So
crime.
why
I
do
don't
you have
crime.
better
I don't
why do you have
the
more
crime.
considerations for a couch than you do women?
We're talking about the next elected leader, okay?
Yeah,
I
and
don't
you
want
can't,
my
and you
leader
said that
to
you
be
wouldn't
somebody
support
who's on the
JD Vance because there are allegations of him humping a couch, but you would support Donald Trump even though there's 26 plus people that have accused him of sexual misconduct, and he was held civilly liable of forcefully penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina against her will. So why do you have more considerations for a couch than you do women?
I don't have more, dude. I don't want my president to be somebody who banned the couch. Like, I'm not like.
But you'd rather
That's
than
it.
be a rapist?
He's not on the election. He's not going to be like. He's not. That's not an option. Okay, so I'm not sure why you're bringing
Trump
that up.
wasn't an option in the last election cycle?
He's not an option this election.
So for the last
Okay.
election cycle, what determination would you have made? Would you have voted for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump?
Well, I already answered that.
Answer it
Came
again.
up, right? I told you who I voted for.
Tell me. Answer the question now, based upon your own the information that you have right now.
I told you who I voted for, dude. I said
You just
I
answer
voted
the
for
direct
Trump.
question. Don't say I've already told you. Just answer it.
Why do you want me to answer it? I already
Just
answered
go through
it.
the motions again.
Okay. I'm not sure why you're doing this. I answered it.
Is it
And I
because
said
you
what I said.
changed your mind and you wouldn't vote for Donald Trump in that context and you don't want to answer it because you don't want me to kick you off?
No, that's not it.
Then what is it?
Bro, dude, look, I'm not.
You know I'm right.
No, dude, I disagree with you strongly on these things that I brought up.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You're
Really?
resorting to easy pickings is what you're doing. You're doing the easy thing, which is like say, hey, this guy is a sexual abuser. Why do you vote for him? To make people look bad. Like, yeah, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. That's what you're
So
going.
in a debate, Parker is making a debate point that makes his debate opponent look bad.
No, if you're doing debate, then let's, dude.
Wow. I couldn't have expected that a debate would result in one of the people debating trying
No,
to
because
make
if
the
you
other
vote for
one's
that,
argument
no,
look bad.
because
I couldn't
if you go for
have
that,
possibly expected that one.
obviously, Parker, I can't agree with that statement that you said. Obviously, it's obvious that I can't. Nobody can, right? So you're going for that because you know that I can't, and it's making a disingenuous debate.
No, it's not disingenuous because you said if there was just an allegation that JD Vance humped a couch, right, you wouldn't vote for him. But Donald Trump, given that he was held civilly liable of sexual abuse and that he was alleged to have sexually engaged in sexual misconduct towards 26 plus people, you still would vote for him. Okay? So again, you put more considerations to a couch than you do a woman.
That's not true at all.
Then actually
That's not
engage
true.
with the argument.
No, I won't. I will not. That's not. No, dude. I will not engage in that. I will not go down that road.
Why not? Because you know that you're cooked?
No, because that's an easy out. Easy out.
What the
That's what
fuck
you're
does that
doing.
mean? What do you mean that's an easy
It
out?
is not. It's
Me
an easy
disproving
out to
you?
a debate. It's an easy out to a debate. That's what you're doing.
I literally just debunked you, and then you're just not gonna respond. Is that's the way of that's your way of trying to win? Is that you
Bro,
just aren't gonna respond?
You didn't respond to what I was saying earlier.
I did.
So, not really.
I did, and you are purposefully not responding because you know that I have destroyed you here. Everyone knows that you're avoiding the question. You act like everyone's gonna be just like not smart enough to realize that you're avoiding this question.
I don't think. No, that's not what I said.
Well, instead of avoiding the question, could you respond?
No, I can't.
Why not?
I can't. I can't for obvious reasons, dude. Obviously, I cannot.
Tell me,
respond
what
to
are the
that.
obvious reasons?
You're saying that I don't care about women or their allegations or whatever, and that's not true.
Then what is it? What's the explanation?
I don't need an explanation. I don't want to talk about it.
You see what I mean? You're not willing to even talk about it. Dude, just
Because-
engage with the argument. This is the most cowardly fucking shit I've ever seen.
No, I will not engage with it because you know why?
Because you're a coward?
No, because the conversation ends after you, after there comes to an agreement on that topic. Okay.
No. It's just that
Yeah,
you aren't willing
it's
to engage with this point because I have clearly made an argument you have no defense against. And you're spineless and you're trying to act like it's my fault.
No, dude. I'm not
Yes,
spineless.
dude. Yes, dude. Yes, dude, actually. Have you ever considered yes, dude as an argument? Cuz your argument here is nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Parker, just stop. Just stop saying it. Please, Parker. Let's just talk about something else, Parker. Please. Please don't talk about this. No. I'm not responding. No, Parker, please. Let's talk about something unrelated. Actually, you didn't answer what I said.
Yeah, you didn't.
What did I
Talking
not
about
answer?
Iran, whether it was good or bad.
What
And
did
you
I
said it
not
was bad.
answer?
What you said that when we talked about Iran, you said it was. You said that America should not be the world police, right?
Yeah, so that was an answer to your questions, correct?
Yeah, not the correct.
So what
one.
question did you ask that I did not answer?
All right, can you stop?
Can you stop? Dude, you see what I mean? It's like, please, Parker, stop winning the debate, please.
Oh, I said no. That's not what I said.
Can you
You're
stop,
not winning the
Parker?
debate.
Please, literally, just stop. Just stop, Parker.
You're not winning the debate because on that topic, you just
Parker,
divulged
honestly,
to-
just stop. I'm voting the couch 2028.
I'm not voting the couch. Okay.
Okay, but you would vote for the guy held civilly liable of sexually abusing a woman
I don't know what
that
you're
called
talking
for the
about.
execution of some Democrats because they said to follow the law and to not follow unlawful orders.
Am I voting for the guy who's deposing dictators? Is that what you're asking?
You mean a wannabe dictator? He's a wannabe Putin? He's wanting to
Who-
use the same
Who
justifications as
deposed
Putin?
dictators? Is that what you're saying? Am I voting for the guy who deposed dictators? Like saying Venezuela, possibly Iran, possibly Cuba? Is that who I'm voting for? Is that what you're asking?
I mean, Donald Trump just reinstated the same dictatorship. So you clearly have no issue with him upholding dictatorships.
No, it's different because first of all, that.
Wait, what do you
other
mean? What do you mean
quote-unquote-
it's different? He
that-
had the
that
ability to be able
quote-unquote-
to reinstate someone
that-
who was clearly elected, but he decided to not reinstate them, instead to
that
keep the
quote-unquote
same
dictator that
regime.
you're claiming, that quote-unquote dictator that you're claiming to be a dictator,
Quote
right,
unquote?
released four
Quote
released four
unquote
Americans.
dictator? You
Released-
don't think that they're a
released-
dictator? Oh, look at
released
who's
four
talking about whether or not.
Dude.
Look at who's acknowledging the reality of
Released four
authoritarianism
Americans.
and dictatorship.
Released for Americans. Did he not? Did she not?
You say that again?
She released 4 Americans from the prison.
Does
right?
that make her not a dictator?
I don't think that
She
we know what
assumed the same role as Maduro, the head of the Maduro regime. It's the same authority. How could Maduro be a
Bro, it takes-
dictator,
it
but
takes
she's
time.
not? Answer the question. There's literally no difference.
Bro, it takes time. You can't just get into office and be like, oh, like I'm not, doing what the last elected.
It's the
official
same
did. Like,
regime.
it
It's
takes time.
literally
No,
the
it's
vice
slow.
president.
Bro, it takes time. It's slow. It's a slow process. Okay, but we're seeing the process. We saw Americans release, right? So that's not something a dictator would do, right?
Well,
So
I do
we're
think
seeing-
that, I do think that Donald Trump is upholding everything that a wannabe dictator would do because of the fact that he's literally trying to steal things from other countries, such as, for example, he literally wants to steal, right, the land of Greenland. He's stealing the
Rhetoric.
oil of
Rhetoric.
Venezuela. He's saying that it's justified to do so because he thinks that it's beneficial to America. So quite literally, by the way, are you Christian?
Am I Christian?
Yeah,
What does that have to do with anything?
just curious.
Well, then let your curiosity, boil.
I'm just asking if you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Are you not going to accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior on alive in front of everyone? Are you ashamed?
I'm not ashamed.
So then, do you not accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?
You don't know who I believe in, okay? So
Oh, so you're not willing to stand by Jesus? You're not willing to stand by our Lord and Savior?
I believe in God. I don't believe, not necessarily Jesus, okay?
Okay, so what God do you believe in? What religious belief?
God, the one that believes in God.
Do you believe, are you like a deist or?
No, I'm of a religion that's a pretty large percentage of the population, and I don't feel like I need.
Islam, Judaism, Hinduism.
No, I told you I believe in God. Okay.
Dude,
Dude,
Are you
what?
Mormon?
I'm not Mormon. Okay.
Okay, so then what, dude, why are you being so
Why?
ridiculous about, why won't you just say what you believe in?
Because I don't believe religion should be involved in this. Like, I don't think
I'm
that you
just
should
trying to
be.
see what your moral view is.
Okay. What's yours?
I'm a Christian, man. I'm a devout Christian.
Why'd you smirk?
Why? Because I'm accepting my Lord and Savior in front of everyone.
Yeah, I don't think that's why. I think you're lying to me.
What? Yeah, you don't smile when you're touched by the Lord?
No, I don't smirk like that, like you
What?
did. It implies that you're lying.
What are you
Are
talking
you
about?
lying? Are you
How am I
lying? Are you
lying?
lying? No, I'm asking you. Are you lying?
No, dude, I'm not lying.
You're a Christian. You're telling me
Yeah,
right here,
dude.
right now.
Yeah, dude.
You're a Christian.
I've been touched by the Lord.
Yeah, dude, that's bullshit.
What do you mean that's bullshit? How are you gonna say that I wasn't touched by the Lord?
So you were touched by the Lord? Really? That's not how anybody refers to their religion, dude.
What do you mean?
Nobody says, "Hey, I was touched by the fucking Lord," dude. Come on.
What? How dare you? How dare you refer to the Lord that way? Do not use the Lord's name in vain.
I don't, dude. And I believe in a different religion than you do, apparently.
Okay, what religion do you believe in?
One that doesn't claim to be touched by the Lord, dude.
Okay, so
That's
then what
kind of
religion do you believe in? What's your denomination?
we have popes.
So you're Catholic.
I'm just saying we have popes.
Dude, that you're literally Christian. Catholics are Christian.
No, not really. No,
Yes,
Catholics
they are.
different. No,
Catholics are
different because
Christian.
no, they're
Catholicism
different. No,
is a
they're
denomination
different.
of Christianity.
Dude, they're vastly different because they believe in Jesus as like the one and all,
Okay,
right?
bro,
We believe
listen.
in God. Different. Way
Dude,
different.
you are a Christian. Okay, everyone understands that you're Christian. Historically, everyone identifies that. It's a denomination of Christianity. By the way, I'm not actually Christian. I was just trying to get you to answer the question.
I know you're
I'm
lying.
an agnostic atheist. Yeah, come on, man. You have an agnostic atheist telling you that like what Christianity actually is. It's just absurd, bro.
No, it's different. It's
And
different
now,
because
I was gonna
no,
ask
no.
you. I was gonna ask you because you
When
think that it's
people,
wrong to lie, right? You think it's wrong to steal. Okay, if you think it's wrong to lie and steal, then why are you okay with Trump doing that? You were trying to defend Donald Trump literally going to steal stuff from other countries. That's a violation of one of the Ten
don't
Commandments.
try to appeal to my religion
Wait,
to
I'm
make this
sorry though, but
argument,
that's
dude.
literally a violation of one of the Ten Commandments. You can't sit up here and defend that. That's actually like completely immoral under your position.
No, it's because you're trying
No,
to
it
appeal
is.
to
It
my
literally
religion.
is immoral under your position. You can't act like it's not.
You're trying to appeal to my religion to make a point. And
Yeah, because that
I'm
is the
saying,
ultimate basis of your position.
no, it's
And
not.
by the way, your religion literally does condemn this.
I know
Like
my
I
religion
actually I don't think there's a way around it.
I know what my religion stands for. I understand, but like what I'm saying is, don't try to use that to make your point. It's not relevant. It's not
It
relevant.
is a
Dude.
relevant point. It is a relevant point.
Talk to me
If
about
you're trying to sit up here and defend stealing from other countries, well then what you're doing is defending people engaging in sin. Quite frankly, that's literally what you're doing. You're defending people engaging in sin.
Okay, if you
Like
want to go down
how
that
would you
road,
be
right?
judged by God? How is God
Part
going to
of the
judge you
Ten-
for that one, buddy?
Bro, part of the Ten Commandments is do not kill, right? And so that's if we
There you
involve
go, another
ourselves.
one, another reason.
If we involve ourselves in Iran, then we're adhering to those 10 commandments, first of all, right? By reducing the number of people who are unalive. So in a way, we are supporting the Ten Commandments, right? It's not black and white like you're trying to make it out to be, right? There's levels of gray.
Yeah, no, we were explicitly talking about Venezuela, and we were explicitly talking about Greenland, both of which Donald Trump is literally advocating to steal things from. Okay, so that's like quite literally against your moral beliefs.
We're not stealing from Venezuela. First,
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they totally are. They're literally saying if you do not. Wait, no, they're no. Hold on. Let me explain why it's stealing. They're literally saying if you do not give us this oil, we will bomb you. Okay. If I said, wait, by the way, if I said that to you, if I said give me money or I will bomb your house, would you just like be like, you know what? I was just voluntarily giving him my money.
You're cutting me off because you know what I'm saying is true.
Oh, come on. I was trying to finish that point. Go ahead.
It's recompensating oil companies that had invested previously. Okay.
You mean like 50 years ago?
Yeah, like 50 years ago.
That's embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing.
It is. It is. And by the way, 50 years ago, they don't get recompensated for something that they didn't sign an agreement for that they were going to make. Venezuela had the ability to nationalize their oil industry. That was their choice. American companies had no right to it.
They invested in infrastructure to develop the oil industry. Okay, so when we say that we're taking their oil, it's only taking their oil to recompensate those oil companies. And first of all, it also
it's not your oil.
That infrastructure that was left behind, or that would be left behind, would benefit Venezuelan people.
But again, there has been no basis in saying that. And again, if your goal was to benefit the Venezuelan people, you would not reinstate the same dictatorship. You would install democracy, right?
You can't
and again, like the whole point that I would make is that I don't trust Trump to install democracy, which obviously he clearly didn't, right? Which is why the way I was trusting would have been correct. You shouldn't trust him to install democracy because he quite literally tried to undermine it here ourselves. Right? He literally tried to undermine our democracy in 2020 by denying the election results.
Okay, a broken clock can be right twice a day. Right?
What is he right on? And if he's only right twice a day, why would you prefer him to the Democrats?
Because Democrats would not have ever done anything like this. And I'm not saying that in a positive way. I'm saying that in a negative way.
Yeah, like what would they have not done?
Not intervened in foreign politics the way that Trump is.
So yeah, and in what specific way that do you think is like a good way for Trump? What?
What are you fidgeting with? What is that?
I just texted. I sent a text.
Okay. Sorry. All right, but anyway, the point that I was making was that essentially Democrats would not have involved themselves in foreign politics the way that Trump is. And I think that Trump is doing it in a positive way.
Okay, I'm asking you, like, what specifically?
Well, we already reached the topic, right? We already mentioned one of them. We mentioned Venezuela, right? Getting one dictator out, and the other one is...
And then just putting another one back in.
Less of a dictator, I would say.
The same regime?
Well, dude, like you said, you don't want to do regime change, right? So we're not doing that, right?
Dude, like think about it this way. That's like doing regime change. You know, like do you know the Soviet Union?
Yeah.
Okay, that's like saying you took Lenin out of office, you did regime change, and you put Stalin into power.
No, it's not.
Literally, it is.
No, it's not, because we've seen that the lady who took office is willing to have less dictatorship views, right? She released Americans, right? So she's working with the U.S.
Wait, on behalf of being forced by the U.S. So, by the way, in the comparison that I was making was just trying to show you that if they're the same as a part of the administration, it's not really much of a difference.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but like I think this is a difference.
It's
Like,
not
we're
a
seeing
regime
different
change is kind of essentially what I'm trying to show you.
not a
It's just
regime
the
change.
same
Regime
administration. You're
change-
keeping the same ideological framework, the
Bro,
same regime in office.
requires way more effort, requires boots on the ground, requires like years, like you said, never
Wait,
ending
they're
wars.
literally
We're not
doing this.
that.
They're outside the borders and they're doing a blockade. It still requires operations and money and funding.
No, we're
in order
enforcing
to.
maritime law. We're enforcing maritime law.
Okay, so it's the Trump administration is literally surrounding Venezuela and trying to cut off their ability to engage in trade with other countries, so that they can be able to essentially control the country and their operations. That's the goal. So it's still a military operation.
We're enforcing maritime laws. Is what we're doing.
Yeah, you're using the legal jargon. I'm referencing what we're actually fucking doing, okay? Which they acknowledge themselves. Okay? You're trying to reference the legal jargon, the way that you're trying to argue against and around, from a legal perspective, how they can engage in this without the 60 days sort of issue. Because they're just in the water. They're just enforcing maritime law. No, they're clearly using this as leverage specifically to control the country.
Okay, but it's still enforcing maritime law. Right?
Okay. Alrighty, I have a few people to thank real quick. Brianna, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $2. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry that I missed it last night. I really apologize. I apologize. Thank you so much, Brianna. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the $2. Yeah, I know. That was a really bad argument. That was a really bad argument on behalf of them.
You can't fly false flags, dude.
Lindsay, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Give me some W's for Lindsay in the comments. Rebecca, thank you so much for the $2. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. W Secular Talk. BC, by the way, thank you so much for the $100 on YouTube Super Chat. Give me some W's for BC in the comment section right now. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. They said I think it takes about 1 hour to refute a BS claim and about 100 hours to educate why the claim was a bad idea to even consider. Keep up the good work. This guy doesn't care about enough to learn. Bound by convictions. Classic MAGA. Thank you so much, BC. Give me some W's for BC in the comment section right now. Thank you so much for the $100 on YouTube Super Chat. Yak, thank you so much. Really appreciate the $5 as well. Thank you so much. That's a great question.
Thank you, Via, for $5. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You just make up a donation to say thank you for?
No.
Hollaberry, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $20. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Can we get some W's for them in the comment section right now? I'm kind of confused. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the $20, though. Thank you so much, Hollaberry. Hope, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you. Coco, thank you for the money gun. Jacob, thank you so much for the $10. Joe, thank you for the $5. Erado, thank you so much for the $5. CAW, thank you so much for the $2. And then, again, I think I'm fully caught up, actually. Can you say thank you to all the donors, actually?
Yeah, thank you, Ava, for the $5. Thank you, Brooke, for the $100 donation. Thank you. Appreciate it. And thank everybody else.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What else were you saying?
Look, I don't know anymore. But look, I'll leave it off at this, right? I think we disagree on this foreign policy and action that Trump is doing. I think, while I may disagree with certain actions that he's taking, I think that those are positive actions that he's taking. And, and I think that we have come to an impasse and we can't agree on that. And that's fine. And I appreciate your time.
Okay. All right.
And what the fuck are you fidgeting with?
What am I fidgeting at? I was looking at my donations. Like I was about to say thank you to M Rushing. Thank you for the $50. Thank you so much on YouTube Super Chat. Thank you so much. Good some W's for M Rushing in the comment section for the $50. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. They said Vance wrote that he goes back and forth between thinking Trump is cynical, a-hole like Nixon, who wouldn't be that bad and maybe even prove useful, Or that he America Sailor. Yeah, Vance did say that he thinks that he could be
Bro, this
possibly
entire
America Sailor.
conversation, you keep
Amanda
looking
as well.
down.
Thank you for the $25. Thank you so much on Venmo. Give me some W's for Amanda in the comment section right now. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
$35 donation. Thank you so much. But also, what the fuck are you fidgeting with, dude? Honestly, because the entire conversation, you've been looking down. You've been doing something. What the fuck are you doing? It bothers me. It bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. What is it?
Why do you care?
I care because it bothers me. Because if you didn't do it with me, if you did it with somebody else, whatever. But like you're doing it with me. You keep looking down. What are you doing? You're doing something. What is it?
Do you see this? This is my phone. Okay.
What are you fucking playing Clash of Clans or some shit? Like, what are you doing?
No. There's Venmo and PayPal and the different messages that people send. And then I also have a life. And like my girlfriend is messaging me telling me when she's going to be back and what's going on. So I have like things to respond to. And like, why are you getting annoyed because you didn't know? What's wrong? Why did you have to know that?
You said that you were fidgeting, right? So that means
Actually, Parker, can you tell me your social security number right now? Parker, I need to know it right now. Please tell me your social security, Parker.
I don't need your social security, dude. I don't need that. I'm not. That's not what I'm here for.
Okay.
You're doing it again, dude.
I'm looking at Venmo, bro. I'm
Bro,
literally
you're, like,
looking at Venmo.
You're paying half attention. You're not even fucking paying attention, dude.
Wait, me looking at Venmo doesn't mean I can't listen to what you're saying, bro.
and that's-
It's called
the reason-
multitasking. Like
No,
Amanda,
the
thank you
reason-
so much.
the
I really
reason-
appreciate the
no,
$15
listen,
just to make him mad. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Tell him he's
Dude,
small,
the
please.
reason
I got
why
you,
brought
Amanda.
up- the reason why you brought up
Amanda
Trump
said you're
thing-
small. How does it feel?
Hold up. The reason why you brought up the Trump sexual thing is because that was your go-to because you didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. You were not paying attention at all.
I was paying attention.
No, you weren't. That's why
I
went
literally
to-
destroyed
went
you
to
on the point. What are
classic-
you talking about?
No, you went to an easy out because you had no idea what the fuck was going on, and you were like, "Hey, you know what? Let me go to this that I usually talk about because
I
it's
literally.
easy."
What do you mean? I can go back and watch the conversation and I dog walked you, bro.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't look back at it. I think we're done. And I think.
Oh, you about to run away? Oh, you're a snowflake. You gonna run away because I was looking at my Venmo? Like
No,
Evelyn,
sure,
thank
I
you so
think-
much for the $5. Thank you so much for is the case that you dog walked him without even paying attention. Rodney, thank you for the $5. Thank you. I'll definitely make sure to look for it. Oh, are you about to run away now?
Thank you, Ava, for the $30 donation. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank
he's
you,
about to run
Victoria.
away because the donations have made him so mad. He can't possibly think that Parker could multitask. It's not possible. Parker couldn't do that.
No, I think
Hell, I
think
could
what-
play the video game and dunk on you while elevated.
No, bro. You know what? You're gonna get your next debater, and they're gonna talk about some bullshit. And you know what? Let's see how you deal with it.
You're gonna run away. Is that your way of running away? Because
No,
you want me to run some
I'm not-
arguments on you, buddy?
I'm not running away.
It sounded like you were about to run away. Can I ask you a
I'm
question?
mutually
Anna,
agreeing
thank you so
to
much for the
just wrap
dollar.
it
Thank
up.
you. What's up?
I think that we're mutually coming to agreement that we're done with the debate.
I
right?
did not mutually say that. Why are you making things up? There's no
Because I
mutual
feel like
agreement
I
there.
feel like I'm getting-
There was
I feel
no
like I'm
mutual
getting flamed.
agreement there. I'm really confused when that happened.
I feel like I'm getting flamed up here, and it doesn't feel good. I don't really
You feel like
want
you're getting
to-
flamed up here? So you acknowledge that I'm beating you in the debate?
No, I acknowledge that you have debated me. I wouldn't say that you won.
Okay, so then why do you feel like you're getting cooked?
I don't know, man. I'm seeing your chat is kind of flaming me, dude. Like I have no idea why, and I don't.
I have a great idea, dude. You should hold down on the screen and click clear display. Is
Okay.
that okay? Is that better?
Sure.
Okay. And then will you tell me why you like broadly support Trump?
Yeah. I think I did. I don't want to bring up. I don't want to rehash the same arguments.
Well, can you give us other arguments then? Because you already brought
Yeah,
up like
I'll give you.
foreign
I'll
policy.
give you a new one. Okay.
Okay.
A novel one. Okay. His embracement of AI. Okay. How about that?
So I think what's relevant to this is his gutting of the EPA, right? And they also even changed conditions of they're not even going to be taking into account the amount of human lives lost as a relevant point in terms of whether or not a regulation is going to be put in place on behalf of the EPA. So
Okay,
quite
but
literally, I think that
look,
there's a huge issue with that because I think that if you're going to be investing into AI, right, which they don't even have a policy specifically to do, if you're going to be deregulating it, well, that's really just comes with deregulating environmental conditions in terms of AI, which is just going to harm people in terms of their in terms of health because of all the people who are going to be near these data centers and their water is negatively impacted. There are environmental conditions in terms of pollution
dude.
that happens that obviously affects health outcomes. So
Are you
what you're
done
not
with your
taking into account is
soliloquy?
the social cost that is going to come from the lack of regulation.
Dude, when the Model T came out, they said, "Hey, all you guys who own horses, you're gonna lose your jobs, right?" But still, the Model T came, and still we had embracement of, the entire auto industry, right? So this is just another example of that. We're going to AI, which is going to revolutionize our industry, right? And yeah, people are going to lose their jobs, sure, right? And when the people who raise horses, right, when they, when bad things happen to them, right, it did not mean that we should not have furthered our country or furthered, our industry.
Yeah,
So
but
I
you're
think
not understanding that these things require regulation, right? And with advancement it relies on regulation to ensure that there aren't going to be negative outcomes targeted towards communities that obviously don't have the
yeah,
same
but regulation also
socioeconomic status.
it slows shit down, dude. It slows shit down.
Okay, wait,
So I
no,
think
no. It just
yeah,
ensures
no,
that we're going to be benefiting humanity because that's the whole goal.
but let
So
regulation is
what
not
do you
like
care
out
more
of the
about? What do
question.
you care more about? How quickly they're developing data centers,
Well,
or whether or not
let's
people
see.
have
Let's
clean water?
no, Parker. What I'm saying is, let's
Which one do you care
see.
about more?
We don't know the impacts of it yet. So let it,
We don't know.
run
I
on
think we do
course.
know. I think communities do know.
I know, but let's see it how it plays out, and then we'll start enacting legislation once we understand the impacts. Right.
Okay,
So
so
what I'm
you're
saying
saying
is,
you want to do
let's
this?
not.
We do know the impact. We can make these determinations, and we were especially with the EPA. But Trump's changing how we were making those determinations by not taking into account how many lives are going to be lost. So do you understand that we had a determination for this with the EPA? He got the EPA, cut it by 40%, and then he's also changing the way that they're looking at all of these circumstances in terms of regulatory factors because of the fact that they're not taking into account the amount of human lives lost, which obviously is relevant towards like the economy as well. So even from an economic perspective, it's stupid. Oh, he just left. Embarrassing. Jennifer, by the way, thank you for the $25. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Jennifer. Lexi, thank you so much for the $5 as well. Anna, thank you so much for the $1. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Mama Lisa, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the $50. I really appreciate it. Can we get some W's for Mama Lisa in the comment section right now for the $50 on YouTube Super Chat? Thank you so much. Jackal, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $5 as well. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Totally agree. Alrighty, let's go on to the next individual. Only do send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. If you want to support me as always, Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, as well as the description of the YouTube, as well as you can support me over YouTube Super Chat. Let's get the next person up here. I agree, start fidgeting. Yeah, that was actually really funny. I'm like, why was he so mad at that? Like, It's literally me on my phone, like looking at my phone because I literally have Venmo and PayPal. Like, bro. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Yo, what's up?
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Do you support Trump?
I do.
What's your
Wait, but
birth year?
before that, my friends both hate you. Can you say hello to them?
No. Oh,
You
I'm just
can't?
kidding. Well, why do they hate
Wait,
me?
can
Come back into the app. I can't hear you.
Oh,
Why?
hello?
Why do they hate me?
Because they like Trump.
Okay, why don't they join the live?
They're scared of you.
They're scared of debating me?
Yeah. Can you say hi, crispy cookie, and hi, rye bread?
Oh, well, I will be able to once they come join up on the live because they're too scared to. I won't
You
say
gotta
it
do
yet.
it now, though.
No, I'm not going to.
Alright, but I'll show them this video, and then they'll say hi, or then they'll join.
I don't believe you.
I don't know how else to prove it.
Okay, so
Maybe
tell
this
us
will
why you support
motivate them.
Trump.
No, I don't.
Oh, you're trolling. You were just trying to get me to say hi to you and your friends.
I am.
Hello to you and your friends. What are their names?
Crispy cookie and rye bread.
Crispy cookie and rye bread? Sorry, I
Yeah.
can't speak right now. Rye bread. Well,
Yeah.
hi to them. Hi to them. Alrighty. Let's go on the next individual. Only send a guest request if you meet that set of criteria listed on the TikTok screen. We are just looking for some debates. Let's go on the next individual. Do give it a second, everyone. Alrighty, let's get this next person. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
18.
Do you support Donald Trump?
Yes, I do.
And if you could go back in time, you could either vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Who would you rather vote for?
I'd vote for Trump.
And what's your birth year?
2007.
And you said you're how old again?
18.
Okay, why do you support Donald Trump?
Well, there's a couple of big reasons why I support him. I support him his stance on abortion, immigration, and like the big beautiful bill. I also support.
Okay, what about him?
So one thing with the big beautiful bill is the no taxation on overtime and tips. I really support this because some days I work and I can get $200, $300 in tips alone in one day, and I no longer get taxed on those. And then I am a Christian. I don't believe in abortion, and I love his stance on that, where he does not like it, except the exception of rape, incest, and health of the mother. He said he will approve those types. And then immigration is because anyone who comes into this country illegally should just be deported, and they broke the law and they need to go back to their home countries.
Okay, so you said in terms of, I guess we could start with, we'll start with the big beautiful bill. That's only a small portion of the big beautiful bill, and it was only up to $25,000 in terms of a deduction. I think it's $12,000 actually for a single person. So that is one thing. And the no tax on tips would have also existed with the Democrats as well.
Well, even before I was still taxed on some of my tips.
Yeah, no, but I'm
A
just
lot of
saying
them,
that
really.
like Kamala Harris also supported the no tax on tips. So that was only a small portion of the bill, right? Now, if I think that what you want is tax cuts for working class Americans, Donald Trump was not doing that. He's increasing taxes on working class Americans disproportionately because of tariffs being put in place, whereas Kamala Harris wanted to decrease taxes on working class Americans by keeping all the same tax cuts applicable to income earners under $400,000 a year and only increasing taxes on income earners over $400,000 a year.
Okay, then like I also do really well. Like I have only been working for a couple years, and I've experienced lower taxes over the years because I've been working since I was 15 when Biden was in office, and I've experienced lower tips or lower taxes overall over the past couple years as I've been getting different jobs.
You know that
And
it
even
was
working
still
more.
Trump's tax plan under Biden, right?
But they've still been going down over many different years.
I mean, that's still Trump's tax plan to Trump's tax plan.
I'll have to look more into his tax plan, but I know that since he's came back into office, my taxes have been going down.
Okay, well, it was still his tax plan prior. And the reason why they went down, which you haven't even paid taxes in terms of the difference since Trump got in office. This is going to be the first year.
Well, I'll have to look at my W-2 when that comes out, when I start to file my taxes. To actually see.
You're not going to have any reduction in taxes because of the fact that Trump is in office compared to Harris. Because you don't make enough. You have to make over 400K.
Okay.
So you're voting for tax cuts for people who make significantly more than you, instead of giving yourself more in tax cuts. Do you want to have kids in the future? Do you want to buy a house?
That's the ideal plan.
Yeah. So Kamala Harris wanted to increase the child tax credit, which would benefit you and reduce your taxes. She wanted to give a tax credit for first-time homebuyers for new homes to help stimulate the building of houses in places where people want to live and help you buy a house. If you want to start a business, even $50,000 tax deductible for the first year of a business starting out.
Well, like, a business plan is never my thing. I want to get a career in racing, but so I'm not going to start a business with racing. I'm going to.
Well, if you're racing and you make money based upon your racing, you pay yourself a salary. You technically will make a business, right?
But I wouldn't be paying myself. I would work like
if you
kinda
work
like
through work through other people, and that's how
yeah.
The driving goes. Then I understand, but like it's still like you're not going to make more money with Trump. I just don't see any good reason to believe that. And the only tax increase you'd have is on income over $400,000 a year. And if you're already making that much, you're going to be fine. So what, a 3% increase maximum on income over $400,000?
Yeah.
So it's like it's not going to affect you, and even if it does, you're going to be fine, given that you already made that much.
Well, I'm not making that much now, but I'm just getting started in my racing career. I'm going to be trying to get into Formula 4, and then it'll take a couple years until I can actually start getting paid for it. However, once I start getting paid for it, I can be making a lot of money, which will help me out in the long run.
Yeah, but like, I mean, in the off chance you're going to make over $400,000 a year in the future, isn't a good reason to say you don't want to support this policy now. Because if you were making that much and you're going to consistently be doing that over a long period of time, you're going to be fine.
I know, but like, I also support him of what's going to help me out in the future. If he's going to give,
it's so marginal though.
Even
if you're making
even
that
if it's
much.
marginal, it's still going to help me out.
So you want to support Republican policy because maybe in the future you'll have a decrease in your taxes. In like what, like 5 years, by the way. At least.
Yeah. Well, you have to think in the future. You can't just think about what's this exact moment. You have to also think about things in the long run.
Of course you have to think about the future, but what you're not understanding is that this is only a few percentage points. If you're making that much, you're still going to be able to save. Like a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Okay. So then what's the reason why you care so much about the slight percentage increase on income over $400,000 a year? Rather than like people not having access to health care, or like losing their access to food stamps, or like children losing access to free school lunch and breakfast, to the tune of 420,000 children on average every single month because of the fact that the big beautiful bill was passed.
In high schools, like you still get free lunch. Many kids still get free lunch. That didn't change
but they
anything.
decrease the level of access. Not everyone's going to have or have it restricted, but it's decreased in the level of access by 420,000 children on average every single month.
Well, the thing is, like, even when you just mentioned healthcare, what is doing it is just removing healthcare and removing more funding to, and the same with food stamps, is to people who are able-bodied, don't have any kids, are unable to work, but they just don't want to.
We're talking about children getting access to food. What, should the children work more? And also, this is going to, what you're saying affects people who are disabled that haven't quite qualified for disability yet. So they aren't able to work to the level that they're specifically required. But because of the fact that there is this work requirement in place, it limits them from being able to get access to things that they need.
It isn't exactly because doctors and everything can tell that your disability, like you have a disability, and then
Yeah,
you're
it takes
starting to
time.
lose
It takes
mobility, and they
time to
can.
be able to qualify for disability. Even so.
But then there's still a lot of people. What about all those people who are freeloading off the system?
When you say freeloading off the system, it's a small portion of the budget. Why don't you look at the how much money that we're sending to huge defense contractors and talk about how they're living off the system? $1.5 trillion a year military budget that Trump just authorized.
Okay, then we need a very strong military. We're a global superpower.
$1.5 trillion a year. $15 trillion over the next 10 years. Really? We definitely do not need that. You know, we could literally at that point, we could cut our military budget by 2/3 and still have the largest military in the world by over $100 billion a year.
Well, I love our military.
We could cut it by
so-
2/3 at that point.
Okay, I still love our military, and why not be able to have funding and be able to pay our troops more and be able to afford.
Yeah, you think
a
that
lot of
money's going
other
to go to the
aircraft.
troops, really?
What about like a whole bunch of aircraft and weapons?
Dude, this is a $500 billion increase a year in the military. It was already $1 trillion. Okay.
Okay. Cool. How about we move and talk about like the immigration?
What are we
or,
putting this into? This is like the most insane. This is so clueless. Like genuinely, like you'd rather put the money into the military than put it into people getting access to healthcare, childcare, education, food.
We still give a lot of money to like healthcare, food stamps,
But
and
we
schools.
can give significantly more if we're not putting all of that money into the military for no fucking reason. This is just going to add to our debt. Our fucking children and grandchildren are going to be paying this.
Still, like we still give so much to healthcare and food stamps.
Okay. You're saying we give so much money. No, a huge, small portion of the budget goes to food stamps. A very small portion of the budget. And you're already saying like, oh my gosh, all these people that are living off the system. Why don't we reference the corporate subsidies? Why don't you reference Trump, all of the shit that he's got? Dude, he's literally increased his net worth by 2 times because of the presidency while he's in presidency. He's gained $3 billion in his net worth.
Is that because he did that? Is it
Yeah,
that,
because of Truth
isn't it-
Social, because he dropped a meme coin and then rug pulled it.
Although he dropped a meme coin, like that, if you drop any type of like cryptocurrency or anything like that, obviously you're going to, and you're a high-powered, famous person, you're going to get a lot of money from that.
Okay, but he has built up that level of reputation because of the fact that he's president. And he's using the position he's in terms of being president, in order to make money off of it. Okay? Billions of dollars.
Yeah.
And you're
And
just
we
like,
don't
you know
always-
what? That's not a big deal. Fuck it.
Like,
Let
we
the
don't need
let the
all of them
president be
going to healthcare
corrupt.
and food
Let him
stamps.
do whatever the fuck he wants.
The way the U.S. is structured, he can't do whatever he wants. Congress has a lot of power that can veto a lot of the things he
Really,
does.
what is Congress doing right now? Are they impeaching him for all the illegal actions he's engaging in? Or do we have to wait until we vote in 2026 to get Democrats into office to be able to have a likelihood of impeaching him for all of the crimes he's committed?
But then the Democrats recently blocked the.
They're
bill to
literally
impeach him.
violating the law as we speak. You know that, right? They're not releasing all of the Epstein files. They didn't release all the explanations for all the redactions. They're violating the law as we speak.
I haven't looked into the Epstein files because I don't care about the Epstein files.
You don't care about it? Do you think there are?
I'm not-
Do you think there are PDFs in the Epstein files?
Maybe. I just
Maybe. Did you just say maybe? You think maybe
haven't-
there's PDFs in the Epstein files? Maybe.
Don't
Jesus
pay
Christ,
attention-
dude! How the fuck could you just say maybe?
don't pay
Genuinely,
attention.
that's a crazy take. Maybe. Wow. The fucking
don't
list
pay-
of people who literally are fucking engaging in child sex trafficking. You're like, you know, maybe, just maybe there are PDFs on the list. Of course there are PDFs on the list. Now, given that there are PDFs on that list and Trump's not releasing all of it, it's either that they fired too many people in the federal government that they can't fulfill the tasks that they're legally obligated to in the context of the federal government, or they're purposely protecting PDFs. Which one is it? You pick. Pick your poison.